What's going on, and welcome to your Monday stream for this week. We are doing more Pokemon Nuzlocke. I'm Nick, that's Connor, and this is your weekly Monday stream that gets posted over on YouTube. If you're over on YouTube, say what's up. Let me know what you had for breakfast last Tuesday. Please and thank you.
Last Tuesday?
Connor, how you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling good. I don't think I can tell you what I had for breakfast last Tuesday. Definitely not.
Brady come today, or we all leave in space for Jesus? Brady is not coming today.
Brady is out for now, doing some personal stuff, dealing with some stuff. It does not have anything to do with us and Co-op 64, but he will be back in due time. Columbia, Missouri, love right here. Listen to you guys weekly. Hell yeah, Bench.
Hell yeah. Are you a fan of that MIZ?
Z-O-U.
There you go.
That's what they do, right? I know what I had for breakfast last Tuesday. It was definitely a granola bar. That's what I have like every.
Yeah.
This is I've already been.
That's what I'm saying. Connor, let the people hop in the comments. Let me know what you had for breakfast last Tuesday. The funniest part is it's going to post on Tuesday morning, so people are going to have to go the full week. Let me think. Was I playing Persona last week? No. Oh, I think I just had a nice coffee for breakfast last week.
That doesn't count. That's not breakfast, Nick. You need a full course meal.
Oh no, I had eggs and toast last Tuesday.
Eggs and toast, dude. That's you're doing too much.
Season 3 of Fallout announced before season 2, so I was doing too little. Now I'm doing too much.
Yeah. Well, really, Master? That's cool.
That makes sense. It's a huge Amazon hit. You got a phenomenal cast.
They're confident.
It's gonna be really hard to mess up that formula. Yo, what up, Dill Sauce?
What's good? Snake, how we doing?
Happy Nuzlocke, Ava Lily.
Level 29. Calm the fuck down.
Mo, you gotta see what's up more often.
Wait, what's good against electric? I can't. Bird type, flying type, no.
Water type's bad.
Water type's bad. This is level 29. Ground? Wait, can he hit me with this? What is weak to electricity?
Ground is immune.
So
Pete Ram, thanks for coming in with Prime. Connor.
Appreciate that, Pete.
Don't you know that if you have Amazon Prime, you have to try.
Okay, so who should I send out here? It's a level 28. I'm fucked. Thank you, Snake. Yeah, I'm playing.
Oh yeah, send Doug Trio out.
Shut your mouth. How do I get through this fight is what I'm asking.
And also
without
chat.
dying.
How's your week going? What's up? Welcome back to the Monday stream. You're just fucked. Send out Blastoise. No, they're gonna die. I'm a dad of 4, full-time marketer. Nick, you're an impressive guy. That's all I'll say. What are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about? I'll be impressive. That's a hell of a compliment. Thanks.
Bye-bye, Tabasco. He self-destructed. That's not my fault again. It's not my fault. What do you want me to do?
Who is Tabasco's Pokemon?
I don't know. Who are they sending out next? Do we know?
Another one.
Wait, really?
I have no idea.
Oh my goodness. What do you want from me?
Connor is 0-1 on fights today.
Even worse. Can he hit ghost type is my question.
Well, we're just gonna see. We're testing. They can.
Yes, he can.
They can hit ghost
Bye,
type.
Allie.
Oh, Allie's not even here.
Guys, what do I do?
Oh my god. Allie's dead. Tabasco's dead. Connor said, I'm going to level, and then got into a mandatory fight right off the rip.
I didn't think he was going to be this high level.
You do know you can't revive these Pokemon.
I know. Who do I... Okay, hope he self-destructs. Okay, throwing out Recon then.
Oh, you're dead.
Bye-bye.
Honestly, you might just heal here and hope he self-destructs. Aloha, Allie. Daff GE, thanks so much for the follow. Also, Pete Ram 3, I don't know if we caught that follow. Thanks for following. Connor's just out here massacring Pokemon, so just a heads up there.
Yep, this is the plan. Who will blink first? Okay.
Oh, your defense fell harshly, Connor.
He's making me feel harsh. What do we do if we wipe here? We all of the Pokemon that we have are toast. We have to
paralyzed, can't move. Whoa.
Do I bring somebody else out now?
No. Connor, the goal is poison powder. This guy needs to self-destruct.
Okay, he can. Yep. It failed.
Chip and dip him. Got too much dip on your chip, Connor.
Oh no, that might kill me. Oh no.
Nah, you're fine. Connor, we're just hoping for a quick SD here.
Dude!
He's gonna SD right here. When the first time I heard that, I laughed a lot as a middle schooler. Self-destruct, you know?
Yes,
yeah.
I understand.
Heard it in playing Smash Bros. Had me rolling.
Yeah, there's a couple. The three that currently I had that I've thrown out now, they were all like low level, so it really wasn't that big of a deal.
Daft GE coming in with Prime. Connor, don't you know that if you have the Amazon Prime,
you have Twitch Prime.
No, Connor. Switch out for levels. Exotic Alpha. If he self-destructs, they die.
Yeah, we're screwed right now, basically.
Is a Nuzlocke a Pokemon randomizer? It is not. It just means if the Pokemon dies, they're dead forever.
Dude, self-destruct. Why did the other one self-destruct immediately?
Does Electrode even self-destruct?
Yes.
I'm just okay. Hey,
What was the Voltorb last one?
Yeah, Voltorb
Okay.
was the last one. I think if Blastoise takes one hit from this dude, he's dead.
I think there's a shot, yeah. Now I'm paralyzed, so that's great.
I feel like they're saying barbecue sauce, and they're doing it to fuck with you. And I'm not saying that the chat is known to... Dude, you're down to 6 heals.
I'm aware.
Okay.
The hope is that we can get him close to death, send out one Pokemon, and wipe him.
I think the goal is for him to kill Recon.
That would be the best option.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry,
Give Recon a
Recon's watching this
Viking's
later.
death.
Like, what did I do?
Honestly, that's a great move for everyone. Doctor, because we don't have another option.
I think that poison powder might have been a better option, because then his health would be going down right now.
I come in here to see a level 17 Oddish fighting for his life against insurmountable odds. Matt, what's up, big dog? Sorry we didn't play Monster Hunter yesterday. We need to get that on the calendar this week. We gotta. I'll shoot you a text tomorrow morning.
This is bad.
By tomorrow morning, I'm streaming all morning, so tomorrow afternoon.
We're hoping that he explodes, Schreiber.
The issue, wait, before you run out of all your potions, maybe the move is to, in case we need to get Blastoise a heal during this. I'm just nervous he's going to self-destruct. He's going to self-destruct on Blastoise.
Yeah.
And then we're going to lose the best Pokemon we have. I did. I'm
So
not
what
saying.
do you want me to do then?
Ask the chat. I'm not great at Pokemon. I'm better than you at Pokemon, but still.
Paranormal with the resub. Thank you so much.
For 2 months of tier 1 love.
What should I do here? Do I do one more attack and then change him out?
One more attack and change him out, Connor, and see if we can get it off. Send it. Daft GE came in just to say send it. Deploy the turtle. I feel like that's the Doomslayer.
Bite?
It's not gonna. You're not gonna be able to hit him. You're paralyzed. You won't be able to move.
You can. He's been hitting me constantly, Nick. Well, he's paralyzed currently.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. He missed his attack. We missed our attack. He missed his attack. Okay.
Come on. Oh, dude, Recon battled. Recon lives. Recon lives. Recon battled. Chat, Recon fucking battled.
What did he get rid of here?
I don't know.
Stun Spore and Sleep. No, I would say Sleep Spore is more Sleep Powder is more powerful.
Recon battled.
Recon's our goat. We got to bring him to the end now.
Recon. Dude, you used 13 potions on him.
He got us to where we needed to be.
Yeah,
he
really did. Connor, you were healing that fucking turtle right away.
We only lost 2 Pokemon?
Only? Rocketator celebrating the lock-in emotes.
Okay, I think we just go back now, right? We got to go back up and heal up.
And
get new
deposit
Pokemon.
the bodies.
Why do you gotta say it like that? Am I going the right direction? Am I supposed
Connor,
to just keep going
there's no
down?
fights coming up this way, right?
No. We've already been this way.
I know, but you didn't accidentally, like, one guy was looking the other way. He might look back at you now.
Either way.
I'm really nervous.
We're playing this on the Game Boy Advanced SP, as you can see.
Look over there.
All right, time to deposit the dead. Bustle, appreciate you. All right, who do we take out now?
Oh no, I am really. Allie did say that you were gonna kill her Pokemon tonight,
It is what it is, honestly.
and I'm just saying, I'm not taking any of that heat. You killed 10 Pokemon, 11 Pokemon.
Like, oh wait,
Oh, you killed 11 Pokemon.
yeah, it is what it is, you know.
What are the Pokemon you're withdrawing though? It's the question. Who's making the roster?
This one's not actually real.
Oh yeah, Big Deborah's dead.
Who should we take out? Who should we take out, chat? I want to catch new Pokemon. We just haven't run into a bunch of new Pokemon lately.
Started playing Baldur's Gate 3 tonight. My friend convinced me to buy it. Hell yeah.
Growlithe is dead. Sorry, they're in the
Move
wrong
Growlithe.
spot. How do I pick up? Is there a button I can press to pick up?
I just put them. There is, but I don't know.
Wait, what are we talking about in chat
Yeah,
right
what
now?
the fuck happened?
We're taking Voltorb? And which one of these lucky...
I think it's Onyx, because Onyx is cool.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
But they're level 13, so
I'm aware, Nick. The other Pokemon were low level too. It's not like they were going to be able to do much of anything, as we saw in a battle.
well, you could have gone to a place where you didn't have to battle level 29 Pokemon.
all the way down that battle section, I was totally fine.
I'm just
So
saying.
I got completely caught off guard there. It was we did the Snorlax at the end of stream, and that That was the hardest fight.
So we just went for the hardest fight. Like, let's continue on. Connor, 2 questions.
No.
And we did. Yeah, we gotta get Eevee.
What the fuck? Should I go back down there, or am I gonna get fucking toast?
Well, Connor, I'll be right back.
Where should I grind? Zimmerman.
Oh. Oh my God, hold it.
Where is Erica?
Who is Erica?
Is that not where I'm currently heading to the next gym? Where should I grind? You go back down. To the left?
Sandman, whoa, fighter of the night, man. Whoa, champion of the sun. Whoa, you're a master of karate and friendship for everyone. Sandman, whoa, fighter of the night, man. Whoa, champion of the sun. Whoa, you're a master of karate and friendship for everyone. Sandman.
You bit me. I just forgot I have no potions, so I gotta grab some of those.
Honestly, Connor, the phrase "a tradition like no other" could only be used for the Masters, and then what we just did right there. Could y'all do cameos like that? Just be the first man to show up in the chat. Your username has to be the same man. That's the whole bit for the new people.
Manny, technically.
That's a good point.
Yep.
No, it's
Now we're parsing hairs on who gets to be a man.
that is not for me to say.
Okay, great.
You get one super potion.
Yeah. Can I sell stuff?
Gosh, I'm
Yeah.
so
Is there anything I should sell? Nice. Now we have 8. We're good.
Morris.
Okay. I don't.
Maybe could someone get the mod? Yeah.
You delete that one.
Delete that one.
What the hell is that?
What's this Tom doing? Maybe not. Yeah, you just click. I don't know what's happening in the chat right now. Y'all are being wild. Yeah, just time out. This is a Christian stream, Christian server. No swearing. No talking
No
about.
fucking swearing. See any fucking swearing or getting banned.
A lot of fudges.
That's a spooky town. Imagine living in that town and just having that music play over and over again, and you just live there.
What?
Nothing. Snake. We already had a snake, and that already died, right?
You can catch more than one. You made an arbitrary rule.
Yeah. Oh, shoot.
Connor, it's super effective.
I flinched. I'm being wrapped. First full night with the new CPAP machine.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Where are we at with that? How'd it feel?
It's a little uncomfortable, but it's not like super bad or anything. And it does make my inside of my nose dry, but I got some moisturizer for that. So
Next big show you guys are going to, asks Benjamin Poe.
yeah, that's all you, buddy.
For me, it's Bonnaroo.
Yeah. And then after that, you know everything about this.
And then Father John Missy.
Yeah.
And then LCD Sound System.
We literally talked about this right
And
before
then
the stream.
I go
yeah.
to Shaky Knees.
You're basically my tour manager for going to
What your
concerts.
life is?
No, just for concerts.
Just, I think that I also know I'm with you for all your travel.
Yeah, that's fair.
Uh,
Laura and I gotta go travel, like, just like go somewhere.
Go somewhere?
Yeah.
Get out of the house. What if you could travel somewhere right now? No flight was an issue. No hotel was an issue with Laura. Right now, go.
Japan, of
Oh, yeah.
course. Get away from Nick.
Bonnaroo's still a zero shower sweat fest. Nothing worse than a 13-hour drive back to New Hampshire or New Jersey from Bonnaroo. No, there's showers there.
But nobody's showering.
You shower,
They're
yeah.
getting all stinky together.
I will say, there are people that are like making out on like the Sunday of Bonnaroo. I'm like, there's got to be some stinkiness happening on the first 4 or 5 days that you're on the farm. Okay, you're not getting. At a certain point, it's like you can just wait to do that back home, sort of deal. All right. Shoe Grant, what's happening, Captain?
Well, howdy. Is there a more effective place to be grinding right now? Like level like 20 something?
I am seeing Tyler at Bonnaroo. Very excited about it. How many give yourself skill barbecue sauce? You couldn't. Not enough in the world.
Yeah, that's our guy. It would probably kill the run completely if we lost barbecue sauce at this point.
It would just set us back hours.
Yeah, because we just have to grind for everybody else. Proto Dan, how we doing?
Because currently we got to grind for everyone else that's not. Let's get this Oddish to level 70, dude. That's my guy. Connor, don't get into fights that you can't handle.
I can handle it.
Okay. Because the last fight you got into 2 Pokemon.
I can handle it. Doom this week.
Apparently, there is a early access.
Yeah, I think so.
It's out, I think, in like 2 hours, technically.
I've level grinded so much in this game. It's just we lose Pokemon and then have to go back up. Am I going the right way to the next gym?
Yes. I have no idea. What up, Proto Dan? $100 early access starts at 36 minutes.
Jeez
Okay.
Louise. It's so expensive. You're there
30
now.
extra bucks for 3 days? That's pretty wild.
What are we looking at for the gym for highest level?
I want to remind you right now, you have no Pokemon.
I don't have a fire Pokemon.
Don't
That'd
have
make
a
this
lot of Pokemon.
really easy. Oh, and I'm weak to grass. Matt, how we doing?
Yeah. Killing Pokemon today. Purple Matt. Yes. Connor's killed 2 Pokemon in the first 20 minutes
We got self-destructed on.
of this run. As 2 at level 29. How long before barbecue sauce bites the dust? Manny, it's not happening.
No, why would you say that? Behind
What?
the Pokemon Center, there's... Do you mean next to the Pokemon Center? Fearow strong against grass, it's big time.
Oh, it is, hopefully.
Is it this building?
She has the final stage evolution of Oddish for reference to your current team. Yeah, Matt, we,
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what level that is.
what?
The highest level for
They're level 29.
29? Did somebody say
Yeah,
that?
there's 2 Pokemon that are level 29.
Okay.
Dallas Mavs just won the draft lottery? Really? Really?
It's all in the script. Where is this Eevee?
What was her odds to get the #1 pick? It must have been low.
in the building, Connor. You have to go behind it.
Pro Dan, if this Blastoise goes down, Connor's gonna have to do Nuzlocke by himself for the next couple weeks.
Yeah, I'll grind like crazy, like off stream probably.
You gonna come over?
Maybe.
We can hang out. If you're out of the Pokemon Center, go to the left. To the left now, kick now,
kick now, kick now, kick now. Walk it by.
Do you have like all your Pokemon healed up right now?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
When did that happen?
Where
Luke
do I have it down?
Villanark next season. It's gonna be interesting. The NBA offseason is gonna be very interesting because it's gonna be all about one man.
Well,
Connor, you know who that man is?
who gets to be Eevee next?
Whoa!
Who? LaRoe! Is he playing next year officially?
We don't know. That's why it's gonna
Yeah.
be interesting.
Yeah, Giannis is not staying.
Yeah,
As I understand.
he's not. The next person up is Char Char.
Char
And then
again?
Alex the Golden is on deck.
We already did Char. That was Tabasco.
Really?
Yes. Char, are you here? We'll circle back to you if
Then it's Alex the Golden.
what do we want to call him?
We already have an Alex the Golden.
Ganan 307 with the prime sub. Thank you so much. What do we call him? Golden?
We already had an Alex, right?
Yeah, I think so. This kid? And then
Well, let's wait. Let's give it like a minute.
yeah, somebody ping him in the Discord maybe. I
Yeah.
think it gets nice.
Ooh. Wait, can you refill my water, Connor? Oh, thank you so much. Shout out to all the people that were here for a really, really, really early Persona stream this morning. Happy to see some familiar faces. Tingus Pingus! Guys, I need some advice. Doing Dark Ages or Elden Ring Night Rain? I can only get one. Oh, that's so tough. What do I think is going to be a better video game after playing Doom the Dark Ages? Oh, well, okay. No Mars, do you have people to play Night Rain with? That's the key. Because if you have like a squad that's waiting to play with you, I would say get that. If you don't, then maybe I would get Doom. What? Connor gave me water with that is 40% full.
Because if you're an OG Cubs T4 fan, Nick always hands me water cups that are half full. I ask him to give
It's
me
not
water.
half full. It is like
It is
85% full.
It is half full, dude.
The next water I give you is going to be filled to the fucking brim. And I hope you spill it all over yourself, all right? I feel like Night Rain's going to fizzle out quick. It depends, but it's also a $50 title. So, like, what do you want from a game like that? I think that I'm going to play more hours of Elden Ring Night Rain than I'm going to play of Doom the Dark Ages.
Growlithe. Since Growlithe is out, you can use the Fire Stone of all you in the Flareon. Okay.
All right, let's do Golden. How long was Doom the Dark Ages? 13 to 16-ish hours.
Yeah. Everything's $50. I this might be a hot take on the podcast in the coming weeks, but I was talking to Nick about this, that the $80 Nintendo thing might be good for the industry just because it might make a lot of other publishers and developers be like, $50, we're going to have this value proposition here, and it's going to make us look really good to be $50 and maybe get more people in because of it. And the $80 price jump is just kind of creating more like competition with pricing. So we might get more cheaper games rather than everything being $70 or everything $80 now. That's the hope. That is probably
Alex
hope.
Golden is removed from the list.
Oh wait, we don't have you, to be honest. I think we'll still get cheaper games, Saver Lily, like indie stuff at that price. That's what we get right now. I don't think we're gonna get a ton. Yeah, Old Country being $50 is like that's 2K. That's like not this like small company. This is a very greedy company. You know,
Connor.
that's in it to make a lot of money.
Do you guys have a favorite game trailer of all time? Connor. Long ago, we looked upon a foreboding sky. My answer to the Final Fantasy 7 remake trailer.
Who do we take out here?
What's your answer?
I don't know off the top of my head. Do you have like a? Did you have something you expect? Oh, can I say Halo 3 Believe?
Sure. I don't think that's your answer.
What do you think the answer is?
I think it's The Last of Us Part 2 reveal.
I think Halo. I mean,
Okay.
seeing the trailer for the first time is a different story than in retrospect, like what I think of the trailer now. Level 25? Hell yeah, dude! Boom! We are back, baby!
Dude, that Oddish battle, man. That Oddish battle.
Wait, do we not have the Oddish in the team anymore?
Do we? Where is the Oddish in the squad?
He
I don't know. Never played any FF game, but the Final Fantasy International trailer hit so hard with Leona Lewis music. I don't know what that is. I might need someone to send that to me. Replace Onyx with Eevee, okay. Indie games won't be $50. I think that they'll stay around that $30 to $40 area.
yeah.
That's.
What's your favorite evolution, Nick?
Flareon.
Is that the only one you know off the top of your head?
I know the
Because
other
you just
ones.
said it.
I know the other ones. Don't ask me. But I do know.
With $70. Yeah, the whole like relative scaling of everything. I feel like it falls in deaf ears every single time because I agree. Like I'm like gaming's technically with inflation, it's cheaper than ever. It's like it's just people don't seem to care about that. They see $80 and they get mad, and I'm like that's valid. Honestly, that was like a million years ago. There was games that were like $100 back on the SNES.
120.
Yeah. Mad World is a great choice. Tears of the Kingdom. I didn't see that Tears of the Kingdom trailer.
So underrated.
I need to go back and watch
Dude,
it, but I was avoiding Tears content at that point.
It's close. I still prefer the Breath of the Wild one, but it's fucking close.
The Phantom X teased. Oh, that's like the mobile game, right? That I think is already out in other countries.
Chad,
Or it's exclusive to Japan or something?
I got an interesting
Correct me if I'm
question. It's going to be pretty hard left in the conversation that we're having.
The mobile gacha game? Yeah, that's what I thought. Sorry, go ahead, Nick.
But I made the SGF betting special list. And at the end of all of our betting specials, we do a parlay list of potential games that could show up. And there's corresponding numbers. And like the higher the number is, the less likely video games and stuff like that. The lower numbers are some of the easy video games that could show up. What's something that I potentially don't have on the list that I should add? Did you see did you open that doc before stream?
No, I did not.
Okay, that's totally fine. Well, you can be part of this then. What's something that I should have out there? Club Score 50, Blueprints 30, Split Fiction 50. Please explain parlays for someone without a gambling addiction. I got you. So you put in an initial thing of money, and you need all of your predictions to come true, and it's a multiplier basically to a standard bet. So if one part of your prediction doesn't come true, then the whole parlay falls away. So for example, for sports, yeah, it's a big boy.
Should we try for this? No, we can't.
But what's a game that basically I'm asking, what's a game that could show up at Summer Game Fest that we know about? Because we're in a weird spot that a lot of the games that like we used to talk about are no longer on the table.
I'm afraid to fight these people. SGF FF9
G-Dog,
remake, I think, is possible.
It's not on the parlay list. I have other
Yeah.
stuff on there. I thought about putting it on there.
Shine for a Rewind?
That
That's
is
on
on
the
the parlay list. Silk Song is on the parlay list.
When is the official? Okay.
We're shooting that this weekend.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Really?
Yeah, I think so.
We're like a month out.
Or maybe it's
It's no way it's this weekend.
Let me check.
We are so free for the next few weeks too. We don't shoot any TikToks for
we don't have
a month straight.
I mean, we could continue to shoot a week's worth of TikToks and then be good through SGF and Bonnaroo, which would be really nice.
Yeah.
Podcast schedule. I need you to stick with me on this, Connor. You're gonna have to. You're gonna sort of realize like this is actually a lot sooner than you might think. The SGF betting special will be posted on the 24th of May.
So that would be filmed not this weekend, but next weekend.
That would be filmed this weekend. Because it gets filmed the weekend of the 18th.
This weekend? Oh my god.
And then it gets posted on the 24th.
Yeah, shout out. It's Sophie's birthday, my cat's birthday today.
What?
8 years old.
Tripod?
But yeah, Laura's like, I know when Sophie's birthday is, that it's the 12th, but I was like, it's the 12th? How am I supposed to know that?
Real quick, Splinter Cell is on the list. Wolf
Why
Among
is
Us
Splinter
2.
Cell on the list?
What?
Why is Splinter Cell on the list?
Because it's an announced video game.
The remake.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's an announced video game, and it's third party. Wolf Among Us is on it. FF7's remake is on it. It's one of the highest ones. Elder Scrolls 6 is not, because that would be at Xbox is the issue. The Elder Scrolls 6 would not be at a Keighley thing. It would be at an Xbox event.
Should I do a hot take on this, or is that mean?
About what?
That we're not seeing Elder Scrolls 6 for another like 3 years, probably 2 years.
007 is not on the list. RE9 is on the list. Kitty cat meow. We'll see more than likely during Game of the Year from Keighley Claus. It's such this SGF
Wolverine.
feels so odd.
Do you think we're gonna get a PlayStation
So it's one of the
state
bets.
of play beforehand?
Yes. Or this weekend is state of play predictions, Connor, for the podcast.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Are we just? Is there any rumors about that?
I mean, there was a couple months ago, but yes, Connor, it's been 4 years in a row we've had a summer state of play.
And we're just assuming it's in May.
The last week of May or the first week of June, yes. That's where it's always been.
I mean, I agree that it's probably happening, but there's usually more.
You want to know who's
buzz.
You want to know who's the rumbling person who normally is the lead person on it?
Jeff Grubb.
Jeff Grubb. Jeff Grubb is in Giant Bomb and been in some situations recently.
I know, but like you would think that there would be just like some sort of broader conversation going on. Like he would have said it offhand. Like, I'm hearing stuff about.
But like,
does he not do that? I don't watch.
Yeah, normally he does, but we haven't had Game S mornings in a couple weeks.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Because they.
I thought this was a quick 2-week turnaround type deal.
It was. It was, but right now we are in like the full swing of like we probably will get something this week. I'd assume, but like right now. Giant Bomb. Also, shout out to Giant Bomb coming back. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Support independent games media. Like it's the only way this works. And I'm also
Haunted Chocolatier.
I don't have it on the. I need to add that. I saw that on when I was pulling games. I need to add that to my just overall games list.
Yeah, there's not a ton of indie stuff that I feel like is in the ether right now, other than
Hades and Hollow Knight.
Yeah. You had Earthblade for a long time, and then now that's out the window. So.
Fuck, dude. What the fuck?
We should be fine. I have.
Oh, you got a water type.
Yeah. Who should I send out here? I did not know these people were going to be level 29.
What?
I've already been this way.
I understand.
So I assume that it'll be fine.
When did we go from I'm going to go and grind for 30 minutes to...
I wanted to fight something that was higher level so I could get more levels.
But that's not grinding. Grinding is fighting lower level things. GTA 4 port, I can see that happening. KOTOR remake. I need to add Battlefield.
Coming this year is the rumor, or is that just I've heard about that today, but
what, the GTA 4 thing?
Concerned Ape is larger than just an indie. Wouldn't it still just be in that ballpark? Should I send out another fire type? Is that ill-fated? What do we think in chat? I don't really need them to fight. I need them to live. Is the thing.
Oh yeah, maybe put out Sparks. Thanks for the follow, Sparks. Welcome in, Sparky.
Welcome.
Ah, damn.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
I'm nervous. Whoa!
Big time. Okay, do it on Flareon. Yeah, that's fine. Get the attack through. Yes. Dead? No. Dang. Okay, good.
You should have put that attack on Ninetales.
No, I think that's better because you want to get one of them completely out of the way.
I know, but you were going to get the one out of the way no matter what with Blastoise.
That's a good point. But it would have done a little bit of damage on them, whereas on Ninetales, if we killed the Rapidash, we would be getting a ton of damage. It doesn't matter.
Who's Concerned Ape again? Help me connect the dots.
That is Stardew.
Oh, yeah. KOTOR is never coming out. There's a team working on it. There is a team working on that game right now.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's coming out, but I'm saying
you know who they should give it to? They should give it to Aspire. No, sorry, Aspire's making it. They should give it to Virtuous, honestly. Virtuous is kind of rocking and rolling right now.
I need another Infamous dude, a collection or remastered.
Yeah, they definitely need to get those natively running. They need to do collections of Killzone, Resistance, and Infamous natively running on PS3. And I know that the people who do the emulation for PS2 games on the premium subscription, because that's all it's doing. It's just emulating PS2 games. It's not like a native version of it. Apparently, they are working on one for PS3, an emulator, to work on hopefully PS5, maybe PS6. But we've been talking about this for forever, about the potential of this happening, and just never.
Connor, I will say, for the first time ever in the parlay, there is a 2,000 point game.
Oh no. GTA 6?
Bigger than GTA 6.
Is it Beyond Good and Evil 2?
bigger than Beyond Good and Evil 2.
I know Beyond Good and Evil 2 isn't bigger than GTA 6, but it would be more shocking, I think, at this point today.
Bigger than Half-Life 3. PlayStation All-Stars 2. Gosh, I love our audience, dude.
Donkey Kong 64 HD remake, Nick.
It is anything Bloodborne. Bloodborne 2 or Bloodborne remastered remake.
Yeah, that would be shocking.
That would be that is hitting Hollow Knight Silksong tier in my opinion. That's hitting. It's
the thing is with Silksong is that it exists, whereas Bloodborne, it's not like it has never existed and it probably never will exist. No,
it will exist. Money. Do you think that Nintendo's played nice for Game Awards? Do you think we could see an SGF Nintendo thing?
I've always thought about that. I doubt it, but I
think that they're doing something this summer is the hard part.
It seems like it's never happening with them outside of directs at this point. Like, when was the last time we saw something like that?
Do you know it's 2022 Bayonetta?
That's really the last time. Wow,
yeah,
that's
so.
what I would have guessed, but that's wild.
I mean, it kind of, though, 2023 finishes. So you have Tears of the Kingdom out, and you have, what's the other, Mario, 2D Mario game, Mario Wonder. Mm-hmm. Both those come out. So 2022, you have that. 2023 Game Awards, like, they really had nothing to say. Yeah. 2024 Game Awards, they have nothing to say.
Nick, they could be throwing Tamagotchi Life out there, though, or Rhythm Heaven. That doesn't need to be in a direct. They can get some hype somewhere else, is what I'm saying.
Totally, but I think that the thing is, you normally do a announcement at the Game Awards when you have a surplus of shit. And I think they necessarily haven't had a surplus of stuff.
They always have more than I expect. Switch One Direct, like 3 big announcements in that, or big-ish. What was it? Metroid Prime, Pokemon trailers, which aren't big announcements, but those are. It's good.
And then Tamagotchi Life, Rhythm Heaven.
Tamagotchi Life, and Rhythm Heaven. Yeah, that's a good-ass direct.
Yeah.
Not a great direct, but wait, I don't have any fire attacks right now.
Damon Hensley, ba 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 ba.
Could somebody
thanks for following?
Hit me with some info on when I will acquire a new attack.
Did that hurt?
That is hopefully fire type.
Oh, did that hurt?
Real bad.
I just hit you with some info.
Thank you.
The info was that punch just hurt.
Mario Rabbids 3.
That's actually not an awful call. That should happen a minute. Oh no, apparently the second one didn't sell as much as they wanted.
36. Yeah, I should check the TMs.
Porygon.
That makes sense, though, the Mario Rabbids thing. I don't think that game's ever we're getting another one.
Porygon 2.
Oh, the shopping mall? Yeah, let's take a look here.
Dun, 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 dun.
Nope. All right, let's go buy some.
King Dude, you are the first chat. Good job.
King Dude a million.
What?
King Dude a million.
Oh, because Max Dude.
Max Dude a million.
That's so funny. It's Maximilian Dude. I've just called him Max Dude a million for
That's so funny.
6 years of my life. Wait, when did 5 years of my life? I've called that man the wrong name for 5 years. The funniest part was last year at SGF, I thought about saying what's up to him, and I straight up, I would have called him Max. But if I did call him by his surname, would have been screwed. Love the videos and lives. Not sure what took me so long to follow. Oh, dude, thanks so much for being here.
Welcome. If you're new here, ! Discord, we have a great community going over there, hanging out, playing games together. We got to get a community night going soon. Do we have anything on the books for that?
Dude, we're so booked.
I know. Well, it'll be after. There will certainly be one after Extra Life, but
there is one for on our Extra Life thermometer.
Yeah.
That is the first goal on it.
I was thinking about like a marathon stream for me at some point, and it's just not gonna happen because we don't have the time.
You can do one in July if you want.
Okay. Yeah, that would be like the only time to do it. No, I mean like we have the cruise in July too. It's like,
here's what I'm realizing about the cruise and scheduling.
Yeah.
We do have the cruise in July. It is not a whole month off.
It does feel like it, though, doesn't
right?
it? Yeah.
We just said July is always like fucked, but it's not really. When I heard Nick say Maximilian Dude's name, I was like, am I missing something? Let's arrange a Co-op 64 picnic together. Couldn't you imagine? Oh my word. Mario Kart. Yes, it is a Mario Kart World Community Night is on the schedule for Extra Life for a thermo goal.
Might be a smaller one because people are probably going to be trying to get Switches. Still,
yeah.
If they even want one. Dun, 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 dun. Wait, where was the mall? Was it back in the other town? Oh my goodness, am I dumb? It was. Wait, where is it? Am I tripping here? It was back in the other town. Goofball. Cool. Yeah, every single time. Yeah, I should just leave it there. Never mind.
Every single time. I will say this. It has been
my favorite. Oh, good. Sorry.
Going full time has been interesting to be like, what actually is like the work aspect of it and stuff like that, and like what do I actually have to pay attention throughout a day, has changed so much than like 2024 around this time of year and stuff like that. Like, and obviously you see everything that I'm seeing and such, but like, it's just wild to be like, the growth of the channel's been amazing. Is what I'm trying to say, and it's all due to y'all. So thank you so much for being here.
This one. What floor is this? New Vanillaware? I feel like that might be too early, right? We just got Unicorn Overlord.
I think we're gonna do the SJF betting special, and the hard part is like, there's gonna be so many games that I'm like, is that there or is it at Xbox? I think Splinter Cell, great game for Xbox Showcase.
Yeah, that's true. Wait, what are we doing? Where do I buy TMs? I know nothing. Help me.
Anyone playing 13 Sentinels?
I would like
Are
to
we
at some
taking
point.
bets on how long DS2 is? Apparently, it's 70-ish hours. If you do the math from the preview was 30 hours and it's 40% of the game.
A homie that programs them on Ambernick. About like those products. I mean, I think they look cool. I've never used one myself though.
We can tell Connor's really funny. Let's go to the mall
Guys,
today.
I know it's not this one. What floor do I buy TMs on?
Death Stranding 2 news. Games will be twice the size of the OG, have more combat, more like MGS, and have unreleased tracks by Low Roar. Sick.
Dude, the lower tracks are insane. And DS1.
I cannot, and I said this on the Persona stream. What I'm realizing is I cannot play Death Stranding until I beat Persona. Like my brain is too scattershot right now. Already playing 2 games. I think 2 games is my maximum.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like something on stream.
Wait, do they not have it here?
So these Nuzlocke streams are people chatting about anything while waiting for Connor to unalive Pokemon. Yes. That is literally exactly what these streams are, Proto Dan. You nailed it.
Am I missing something? Is at the game corner. Is that the casino or something?
Maverick saying the one pick is part of the script to make Nico Harrison look like he's some kind of mastermind.
Okay, where's the casino?
It is wild that they got the one pick. I need somebody to hit me with those odds. I can probably look this up real fast, but if somebody does know the odds of them getting the number 1 pick in the lottery system, please let me know. 1.8. That is fucking wild.
What are the odds of pulling whatever I need to pull right now?
What? You just have very little coins?
I do like sweet potato fries. I've come around on them. Do I buy coins and just walk up to a slot machine? Is that what's happening right now?
Let's gamble. We're on the flying horses, Connor.
Check how expensive flamethrower is? Where would I check that? Oh, do I talk to this person probably?
Yeah, the C's are on right now. Connor and I will probably watch the very end of the game at the end of the stream. They start up at 7:30, right? So if it's a close one. I really want the C's to beat the crap out of the Knicks tonight.
So just not worth it?
Man, he goes Celtics. Oh, thank gosh.
Wow.
Alec, your Pokemon's next to be named. What do you want it to be named? This is the one Pokemon. You have 4 more at the bottom of the rotation.
We don't have one of these.
Yeah. Can you catch it?
Yeah, I think so.
Manny, I'm not in Massachusetts right now, so you can head up there. Alec, it's your time to name a Pokemon, bro.
What is he, a 5?
No, this is, remember, he's taking 1 now, and then we're sliding the rest downwards.
Okay.
Let me make sure it is him. Alec, it is you. Death Glare is up next. Then Melnate, then JMAP B3. Let me cook, chat. Alec, make sure it's PG. Connor, where do you stand with sweatpants nowadays?
I like them.
I'm a big fan. Daddy Sephiroth? Come on. That would be a great Pokemon name. It's too many letters, but still.
I'm a joggers guy, so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Which you say are sweatpants. I don't
Those are sweatpants.
agree with that. They're socially acceptable sweatpants.
What do you mean by that?
You can wear them anywhere. I don't think you can wear sweatpants everywhere. I mean, you
What do
can
you
do
mean
whatever the
by
fuck
that?
you want. What do I mean by that?
What do you mean by that? Like you say everywhere. There's a line for both. It's a thing, and I just think that line is the exact same line.
If I'm going out with people, like going to have a drink at a bar, I'm not wearing sweatpants. I will wear joggers. No problem.
I wouldn't wear joggers.
That's
the
wild.
thing there, yeah. That's too many letters, Alec. That's 10 letters.
Remember, PG.
Could be mini.
No, we're not doing that.
That's a pretty...
Big Bird or... You want Big Bird or you want Dong Duo?
We need an answer, Alec.
Okay.
Okay, Big Bird it is. No space. Chad, we all know what the real name of this Pokemon is. That's all I'm saying. So we're getting all the Pokemon to level 29.
No.
Why?
That's aggressive. We don't need to do that.
I yelled fuck?
Christian stream, Nick.
Yeah.
No fuck word.
I've been doing a lot of religious things recently. Been in the Beyblade. And it's been great, man.
The Beyblade?
I'm sorry, God. That probably wasn't cool.
It's just not moving fast enough. I don't want to grind like this for this long.
Connor said, I'm going to grind at the start of this stream, and then...
Well, that was before 3 Pokemon died. That kind of put us back way further.
Yeah.
Now I want the process
so now
to
you
speed up
have to
faster.
grind because you got put back.
I just want the process to speed up faster. Tragedy struck today. Was playing Final Fantasy Tactics.
Oh, no.
Really hard fight.
Yeah.
Grinded, got a bunch of XP, got a few levels. It's like, fuck it. I'm going to go try this again. Got my shit rocked again. Went back in, tried a different strategy, shit rocked again. Tried a different strategy, get really far in, and have to put the game down. Put the game back in the case, turn it off, put it in sleep mode, go home or whatever. Like, I'm like, I'll play, I'll just want to finish this mission out real fast. My Vita turned completely off. I was so mad. I was so mad. Interesting.
Manny.
Really? Are you... Interesting. I've always felt like grinding has helped me quite a bit, but I'm not really sure. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yes, because the monsters definitely do get... are challenging no matter what.
I'm gonna grab my old laptop. I want to talk to you about Final Fantasy Tactics, but it applies to something I needed my laptop for. Laura.
Hi, Laura.
What's up? Checking in live from... Are you at Raw right now? Also, do you see John Cena's last match is in December at the TD Garden?
Oh, really?
Connor. Connor.
Where do I get a coin case?
We're all thinking the same thing. We're all thinking the same thing. We're going to be there.
You think he actually hangs it up fully?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like you have to.
Last time in the ring. He'll always be around the sport.
He'll show up like the Undertaker?
What?
He'll show up like the Undertaker?
No, I don't think he'll ever be in the ring again. The Undertaker will chokeslam somebody in the ring. I don't think he'll do that. Connor, what's the first game I ever beat? You learned this weekend. We did a content shoot. Friendship test.
Uncharted 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you write? You wrote something on the board.
I was something old, like Kingdom Hearts.
Oh,
or something.
yeah. Where was Cena? Where was the Cena we saw Saturday at WrestleMania? Dude, he was so much better. He was so much better. I don't know if he just showed up because it was Randy, but like that match was actually like good and entertaining. And I think Backlash was a better event with more fun wrestling and more fun matches than the entirety of WrestleMania. Like the only match, there was like 2 WrestleMania matches that were like better, like definitively better than anything we saw. But going through a slog of 14 different matches for those 2 matches isn't worth it compared to a good, tight 5 matches, great wrestling, awesome stories, having some fun. What's up, Mel Nate? Mel Nate, your time's coming up soon. I really did. Nate! That Fatal 4-Way was great, dude. It was so much fun.
Fatal what? What are you watching? We're going to the gym.
What's your levels at?
Okay, here's the thing.
You don't have a fire move yet.
I'm not grinding to level 32 with Eevee or a Flareon. To like, I'm not spending the next 2 hours doing that. That will be the entire stream.
Connor, I understand.
They are strong against grass type. Flying type is apparently is what chat said.
The grass. So we have one Pokemon that is under the level.
That's what. So that's for the final
Yes.
fight. I'm gonna go fight the grunts, level this bad boy up a little bit, get up to 29.
You need to level up more. You need to level up more. No, like you're just. The viewers want you to grind.
Who do I? Why?
Connor, you're wondering why your Pokemon are dying, and then you won't grind, and then you're wondering why your Pokemon are dying. Connor, Oddish is level 18.
Just the one. How much is this? How high is this one for level? Hi, how are you? Austin, how we doing?
Connor, everyone's saying you need to grind. And you're just saying, Connor, and then
here's what I'll say. If I'll go grind, find me a good spot to grind. This isn't gonna take forever.
Keep it frozen. Thanks for the follow.
You're gonna die, bro. You guys have no confidence in me.
Connor.
I would be fine. I'm telling you.
Saying I'm telling you, when this stream started, and there was some hope in the air, and then it got
it's going
demolished.
fine. Of course. What does that mean?
Of course it balls. Where's just saying what's up?
Yeah.
Proto Dan, ban yourself for 28 minutes. Also, we can catch some more Pokemon. There's other Pokemon out there that we can catch. Connor, is your hair back or did you cut it off?
It's back. Maybe.
Ask Laura, she's gonna tell you to level up more.
Got a lot of compliments on my hair being up on the Doom review, so I was like, maybe I should hit that a little bit more. Plus, it's summertime. I wear hats a lot in the winter, and because my hair gets in my face. You calling Laura? The cap level is 20.
Hi, Laura. You are currently on the Call of 64 stream today. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing swell. So, just to catch you up a little bit, Connor started out the stream by ruthlessly murdering 2 Pokemon in a row, back to back. Like
low levels though. They were worthless anyways at the time.
8 minutes into the stream, and then the chat is telling him to go and grind some Pokemon, and then so like more Pokemon don't die. But then like Connor's gonna go into battle Pokemon with these low levels, and then they're gonna die, and he's gonna be like, but like, why do they die?
Laura, I have a Fearow. The gym leader, the highest level is 29. My Fearow is level 28. It's grass type. So they should be able to basically wax everybody in this gym.
Oh, real quick, Connor, tell Trapacci who died.
I have no comment. The VOD will speak for itself.
Laura, the whole chat wants him to level up these Pokemon so more people don't die, but he's against grinding. So they said call Laura and get her advice.
It will take so much longer to grind each Pokemon individually and like do like incremental for each of them than to just get a few of them up and then the next one, the next one, the next one.
Just
We need to get the one Pokemon above the one Pokemon that we need to fight.
a little bit.
Listen to chat a little bit, Laura said.
I don't agree.
Chat a little bit, okay? Get him a little bit. You just destroyed 2 Pokemon.
It should be Fearow should be fine though, right, Laura? Against
Yeah.
grass type?
Against grass type, maybe, but you should buff your team up just in case.
That'll be done through the grunt enemies leading up to the gym. They'll level me up.
Connor, that's not enough levels.
Like 2 of those, and also Connor, just go level up a little bit, okay?
I am leveling up a little bit. It just takes so long.
The gym is not
Connor's impatient is what we're learning.
shocking and so surprising.
All right, Laura, thank you so much for hopping on stream. I hope to see you in the chat later. If not, have a great night.
All right, you too.
All right, peace out.
But I do have a type advantage, Matt, don't I, with flying type? Here? That's what was being said?
But that's only for that one fight. You also have 2 fights before it. What? Connor,
They're all
what
grass type.
I have a serious,
They're all
I have
grass
a serious
type.
question. What if they throw an electro orb at you? You know, what if you get self-destructed on again and they take out your Fearow? Are we just fucked? Are we just donezo?
Self-destructed.
Yeah, that's
They're
what I'm
grass
saying.
type.
Are they all grass type?
Yes, it's a grass type. It's a gym.
Yeah, but not all gyms are just all grass types.
If it is a grass type gym, then yes.
Connor, I don't see it that
I'm pretty
way.
sure that's how that works.
By the way, Topachi, yes, he ruthlessly murdered Tabasco and Ali bin Ali 2.0.
We can catch that because we only had a Rattata.
Sure. They're just there's no rules. You're acting like there's a rule against
That's
that.
fine. If an Arcanine shows up, which I don't think is possible, I'll catch it.
Right.
All right, who we got here?
This is This is Death Glare.
You want to call him Glare?
DG. Nah, Glare is fine.
Almost Death Glare's in the chat. Give it a moment. Give it a beat.
Connor, my water is getting really low. I've only taken 2 sips.
That sucks.
I will say, after being on the sticks this morning for stream, it is really nice to just sit back and watch the action happen. Throw out some color commentary every now and then. Hang out. How many level 20 dudes?
We're gonna get this guy to level 29.
And then we're going to get Oddish up to level 25. Can we do that?
Nope.
Manny, have a great night. Take it easy.
Bye,
We'll be
Manny.
back streaming at 7 a.m. our time, so in about 12 hours your time, so at 2 p.m. your time.
Those quick maths right there.
Yeah, trying our best. Oh my god, the murder.
That is fair. That is an impatient thing, Everlily, for sure. I'm definitely wasting potions for no reason. I do have stuff that I can sell, though, I think. Yeah, Baby Brady is a legend of this stream. He'll never die. What?
I just got chills after you said that.
What?
I'm so scared. Connor,
We're on forever!
I'm so scared playing this game with you, dude. It's Rico Richie. This dude has been living on the edge since 701.
Oh, halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer.
Where's Daddy Brady? Brady is currently not on stream. He's got some personal stuff. He will be back.
Brady will return in
Yeah.
Avengers Endgame.
Yes. AKA Summer Game Fest content. What happens if you fail the Nuzlocke? I don't think that's possible.
It's not possible
because,
with the rules we currently have.
Yeah.
But it would be team gets wiped, we re-rack the Pokemon that we do have, we go catch more Pokemon, and then we level all of them back up.
Which, it's really simple. We should not lose this Nuzlocke any way at all if we just properly level our Pokemon. Instead of only having two good Pokemon. By the way, if you want to go to the gym, you do have my blessing. It would be amazing content. It would just be ridiculously
You make me
stupid.
feel so bad about it, though.
I'm just saying it would be really dumb, but you do.
I would be fine. I am convinced that I would be fine.
Great content.
I am really convinced that I would be okay getting through that gym, and we would not lose anybody.
Here's my question.
We wouldn't lose
Connor.
anybody.
Connor, I have a serious question.
Yep.
You're saying you feel real good going to that gym. Do you feel real good going to that gym on your own merits, or do you feel real good because you would have the chat alongside you to help if a battle got a little bit scary?
I don't know. What about Snake?
Who's in the back right now?
Who's in the bag?
Who's in our squad?
Go up. Jeez. Wait, really? Why Snake? Shouldn't we be doing Recon next?
We should just be getting a lot of people.
You're not miracle workers. You sure?
Getting through that Snorlax battle was due to the chat. And that was a miracle. Are we gonna get to face that Snorlax eventually?
Yeah, we can fight him and try to catch him.
We gotta catch him, Connor.
Gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all. Does anybody know what level that Snorlax is? I should probably save real fast after this. We haven't saved in a while. We see it all stream.
I don't know where's this we coming from.
Wait, I'm gonna have to change out if it's a Spearow every single time, or Spearow every single time with Recon because they're weak to.
Do you know that if you have Amazon Prime, that you also have Twitch Prime? Connor, I've watched 7 different people play the opening and now the ending of Player Obscure.
I'm glad.
You want to know how many games I've done that for?
How many?
Go,
2.
Give it a guess.
2.
Which games?
Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth. What?
That is correct.
Okay.
It's a special game. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I'm just not in the same ballpark as everybody else.
Oh yeah, we can get 2 for 1 on these upgrades. Recon is so underleveled. You're in the underleveled section for leveling up, and you're still under their level.
I'm not in the under-leveled section. No, fuck.
Yeah, King Dude, I've watched every single one of my favorite content creators. If they have a video for it, post it. I'm not a fan of the ending of Expedition 33. I have become a sick, nasty fan of the finale for Expedition 33.
I still don't know how I feel about certain aspects of it. Because I think the core argument that people are having about the ending and a lot of the stuff surrounding the ending is criticism of the overarching story, depending on which side you fall on that.
Big
Mac! What's
Thanks
the new
for the raid.
PR?
I would go and heal everyone up.
I know.
Yeah.
See, that's the kind of the annoying part of this is I don't want to run back and forth. Skrillex!
First things first.
They
on
must
the
have been
Skrillex.
playing RE5.
Oh yeah.
You get some bad runs, rip. How long is a run?
Bad runs. It's like me this morning. Sorry.
Like, what's a full run? KJ.
Skrillex for 1 year of Tier 1 love. Thanks, Skrillex,
By
for
God.
supporting the team, supporting the dreams, keeping the mics and lights on.
Hour and a half? That's not too bad. That's long for a speed run, generally speaking, but because like some speed runs are like 20 minutes or some dumb shit like that. Kingdom Hearts was 3 hours or something for my runs. I think you can do it in like an hour 50.
I do have a fun thing to discuss. Thanks for the love, Skrillex, with that Tier 1 sub for 1
Thank
year.
you, Skrillex.
1 year is absolutely unbelievable.
You got the golden emblem. How many different emblems do we have? For next to names for...
Oh yeah, up to 2 years.
Okay. And what happens then?
I'll make a 5-year one eventually.
Bam!
I mean, J-Bob is over 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah. What was I gonna say?
You should get a super special secret one or whatever for like
69 months.
20 years or something. Just for 1 month.
1 month and then it goes back to out at 70.
Yeah.
It was funny, not funny. It's been interesting to see all of the Giant Bomb stuff with them coming back and like the conversation around going independent and being independent games media and games journalism and what that carries. So
Is there
like,
anybody else in the industry that is that?
that is independent games media?
I mean, like journalism, different than Kind of Funny. They're not.
Yeah,
Kind of Funny's
yeah.
not a website. You know
Well,
what I mean?
I would say Giant Bomb's also not journalism.
They don't have news stories on their website at all.
I don't think so.
I've never been to Giant
I don't think
Bomb,
that they're
but I
a
also
source.
it's paid, right?
Yeah, but I don't think that there's a source. Anyways, the coolest part and something that I've like really
My bad.
sat with
Punish.
over the past couple days is like realizing what we're trying to do here at Co-op 64 is really like suffice our audience and like build and do what y'all want us to
Satiate.
do. Satiate.
Dude, I have said there was one podcast where I said suffice instead of satiate twice in a row because I could not get the word to come to me.
What's
Oh my-
suffice? Why is it why is that incorrect?
It kind of fits the bill, but it's definitely not
Okay.
right.
Great. That's good to know. But yeah, and like what we're trying to do here is just like so cool to like when someone's like, we haven't had a community night in a while, it's like cool. It's our job then to get that to happen. Like go doing what y'all want. You guys technically are the boss. Not actually, but still. Like that's what it's all about. And we're all very thankful for all the stuff.
I'm on it. I switched the wrong Pokemon.
Connor, you ready? You ready to dominate? Step with play and dominate?
Have I ever seemed ready during the stream to
No.
step up to the plate and dominate, Nick?
No, it's been really bad. It's been the most stressful stream. Maybe this has been.
What? You know what doesn't help? You making fun of me.
I'm not making fun
You
of you,
made fun of me the whole time.
Connor. I'm sorry if we've had some negative energy. It's really hard to get back to the positive side of things when you kill 2 Pokemon immediately.
I'm just trying my best out here.
That is
What's
true.
the best dipping sauce for fries? It's just ketchup. That's the only option.
Yeah.
What else would it be? I like ranch on fries every once in a while.
I like a really good honey mustard.
But fries?
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
but no, I would still give me ketchup over it.
Mayo for fries?
Oh, do you fuck with the like aiolis?
For fries?
Yeah, like
No.
something aioli. I'm trying to.
I
Like a
gotta-
Chipotle aioli.
So like Troy sauce. Have you ever had Troy sauce?
yeah.
You think Brady can make me Troy sauce? Yeah. You want to text him for that real fast?
Yeah, sure. I'm also gonna use the restroom and get myself an actual glass of
Ketchup
water.
and mustard mix? Guys, I have some crazy takes. We gotta fucking take a step back here.
Garlic aioli.
Let's shut this shit down.
Garlic aioli is what I'm doing.
Nah, I'm not about a garlic aioli for fries.
I love that.
I'm gonna switch out because I'm afraid. I don't like gravy, like turkey gravy, generally speaking. I have come around on it a little bit. I had, what am I looking for here? The fries with the cheese and the gravy. I'm totally blanking on what that is called. Is it a P? Poutine. There we go. Got it. We got there eventually. I tried poutine and I was like, oh yeah, this is good. It's very salty. Is the only downside. But like we do Thanksgiving, I'm not putting gravy on my mashed potatoes or anything. Kind of grosses me out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what it is. I think it's probably just like a picky thing from my childhood that I never got over. His favorite sauce? He would mix barbecue, mayo, barbecue, and ranch. Ew, dude. I don't even want to know what color that would end up being. Big Mac, I picked up on it. I'm cultured. I know that chips are fries in Europe. European. I'm pooping. Every time, dude.
The worst is I very often in my life say you're up next or something like that.
Yeah.
And every single time I say you're up next, I say to Brady or you or whomever, you're European. I'm pooping. And it catches my brain and like it makes me say it every single time. It's not good.
Big Mac, if you want to give you and Zrillix a shout out, like with the shout out thing.
Oh, that'd be great.
For streams, I don't think there's another mod in here currently, which is fine. But if you would like to do that yourself, feel free.
Also, when do you guys start streaming? Like, what time? Because I haven't tuned into one of y'all streams yet, and I want to see what's happening on these RE streams, you know? Connor, do you remember playing RE5 together last year?
A lot of fun.
A lot of fun. What's the...
Fine video game. What did you rate that?
What?
What did you rate that out of 10?
6.5.
Yeah, I would give it a 6, I think. But like, it's a 6 that I think is a fun romp. You know what I mean?
I would go around a 6.5.
Like, it's a 6 I can recommend.
Yeah, it's a 6. The hard part of it is like the gameplay is like good, story's off the rails, but playing a game like that co-op is just automatically fun.
Yes.
And that's why it's up to that 6.5 area for me.
Yeah, I think
it's an okay video game. It's really fun.
Yeah. It's fun because you're dropping me into a pit of alligators or whatever.
Exactly. But that is part of that game, you know? Like,
Jimmy, welcome in. Are you getting the Celtics game up?
no, but that would be a great idea.
What are you doing right now?
I want to have a conversation that I mentioned earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy came in to just say, it just takes some time. I really love RE5. Everything will be just fine.
No idea where you were going with that, but I'm happy with where it
I got
went.
that, dude. Because it's Jimmy World.
Yeah.
And so I would say 70% of the time I get there.
Yeah.
The 30% I'll start and it's a swing and a miss. Oh, Lord.
There you go. Shout out. If you want to do it for Jolix as well.
Dude, the fact that I used this computer for the first year and a half of co-op is pretty wild.
Will we ever get a co-op Minecraft stream?
I'm happy to confirm we will get a co-op Minecraft stream.
Here's the issue. Nick is begging us to do it.
We have it scheduled currently for 1 week. I initially put it on there for 4 weeks. I want to beat Minecraft with the boys.
I do not.
There's not that level of enthusiasm between the other two gentlemen.
I'm not a survival crafting game kind of guy.
So as of right now, there's only 1 week of messing around building a
Nick
house.
had it scheduled for like 6 weeks
I had 4
straight.
weeks. It was 4 weeks.
Okay. It's like, that's too much. All I'm going to do is dig into the ground and try to find diamonds. That's all I do in this game.
Yeah, and that could be a fun, like, 3 weeks of streaming
Okay.
and vibing out, listening to Minecraft music. And Connor, the chat, how often do we get asked, are you going to play this game on stream? And it's actually a good idea.
How much of it is it going to be us making Minecraft movie references? Chicken jockey.
Connor, the next time you're going to be able to talk about... It is. I was just double checking that this was the case. The next time you're going to be able to talk about Final Fantasy Tactics on a podcast for what we've been playing is July 7th.
Jeez Louise. And that's going up when we're on the... No.
No.
Next week is Cruise.
It's that or how we review games. Right now, here's where we're at.
And this is all subject to change. Are you going to
No, I'm not going to go through everything. Right now, we are scheduled through July with main podcast topics. The main pod is scheduled, it's scheduled. Like, there's things that really can't move around too much. And then the bonus pod is basically scheduled till mid-July. June. Late June. So, or like the next 6 weeks.
What I really want from the bonus pod is to do another reacting to your top fives.
Oh, I should put that on
That shit
here.
was hilarious. And people seem to like it a lot. So, the intersection, we're always going to kind of go off of what we enjoy doing and what we want to do.
Yeah. But also what you guys
because it
want,
usually coincides with what people want. If we're having fun, you're probably having fun. But when it's a perfect marriage of like, I find this super fun and you guys like it a lot, it's the best. And it seems like those reacting to your top fives was one of those type of deals.
So much gosh darn content, y'all, coming y'all's way.
It's fun.
Connor, are you ready to review a motherfucking console?
Yeah, it's going to be wild. This isn't Xenogears.
The plan for that, by the way, is to do a 1 week review. We will review it, play it for a week, and then post a review.
And it's going to be weird just because, like, well, I've done a console review before.
Oh, yeah. For the PlayStation 5 Pro is very, very different.
It's pretty different.
There's no launch titles. There's no new UI.
Yeah. You guys don't have AC over there, right?
In Scotland?
Yeah.
Wait, are you joking?
No.
What the shit?
Europe does not have AC for the most part. Because they had a big heat wave and it was this big thing where Americans were making fun of Europeans because they didn't have AC.
What do you think of the song Heat Waves by Glass Animals?
Could not tell you what that song sounds like.
Late nights in the middle of June. Heat waves out.
It's fine.
Me. Good tune. See that live? It's a good song.
Cheese, we have pre-orders, so day one.
If you are,
That is what I have heard, Big Mac. But I was also there during the summer, and I don't know if I know what you mean, but I also probably wasn't there for long enough to really notice a difference. It was hot, but it's also like, I think it's different because you don't have AC.
Connor, this might be a silly question, but I've already admitted I do not know shit about geography. What part of Europe is closest to the equator? Because I have a country in mind.
I'm going to embarrass myself, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I have a country in mind.
I'm like thinking like Italy or something.
Was the first thing that came to mind.
Because of the boot.
Yeah. Spain's a good poll. A lot of countries. Okay. Because what I'm the reason that I'm like thinking about that is I'm like, even when I lived in Alabama, I was pretty close to the equator, but I'm not on it, stuff like that. So I'm just curious. When I was in Miami, Scott was like, just a reminder, you are actually closer to the sun than you normally are, even in Alabama and stuff like that. I was like, are you sure? And then I got outside. I was like, holy shit! You feel that extra heat when you're just that close to the effing sun.
Do you want to look it up? The answer up?
Sure.
Who said Italy? Google says Vatican City is the correct answer. Ooh, baby. We both did. Yeah, nice. We went to school. We're educated, kind of. Did you, not to get have a deep conversation right now, did you see apparently for college students, they're relying 100% on ChatGPT right now. Could not do a paper without it. Could not do that's it. That's all they're doing right now. And I'm like, geez. The thing is, I don't really blame anybody necessarily, because when I was a college student, I would probably use whatever tools I had at my disposal too. But in retrospect, looking back on it, I'm like, holy crap, that's wild. AI is scary. I did think about using ChatGPT for food for a recipe because Brady does this thing where he says he has like we talked about it on the Club 64 podcast where he has like fucking 7 things in his apartment that like could be a meal, and then he makes a meal out of it. Me, I see those 7 items, I'm like, those are 7 separate items. I do not know what to do with this unless I have already planned out what I'm going to do with this. So maybe I've just put all the items into ChatGPT and I'm like, give me options for what I can make with this, and then go from there. That seems like a utility that I would like.
In my last year, my professor went back to pen and paper in class midterm essays. Honestly,
that's wild, but probably smart.
Like if you could, every test in college should be in person, pen and paper.
Yeah.
What, you have 3 of them a semester? 3 times you have to show up. Everything else, fuck it, do it online. But I will say, just like being in the pandemic and having school from home, it's like I do know people that completely got their way through college without knowing jack.
Yeah, there's definitely stuff that I did not fully learn because of honestly my college experience was papers, which once I finish the paper, submit that is gone from my mind. It is done. Tests, memorization, not learning. Memorization, and once I took the test, gone.
I want to see if I have anything from my former life.
Big Mac, I had a similar thing because communications. It was just papers and presentations.
Yeah, I think I deleted basically because it's Google Doc stuff.
Jimmy, true.
Yeah, every single one of my teachers made them take home online exams. I think that kind of stuff is so dumb. Quizlet had the answers to homework or take home tests. Yeah, I mean, there were so many homeworks that were just all on Quizlet.
I think that professors don't want to look bad, and they want the grades that their students get to be good.
I mean, but some people are tenured, and it's just
I guess I don't really. Yeah, I never thought that broadly about it.
Yeah. How much is 123? Okay, not a lot. That 123 XP is not going a long way. They're not even teaching kids how to read the same anymore. The sight words and how it works, having kids memorize words almost like it's an image instead of how we learn to read. It's weird. Yeah, I mean, my thing is like we're in a very Call of 64 at least is in a very like non-educational space. Like what we need to know is not professional often, it feels like, but obviously we have to every now and then be professionals, and then excel in marketing has helped, but like
knowing how to write an email is probably the biggest thing for our professional life.
I would say for what I have to work through, the number one tool I use is Canva, or not Canva, Canvas. No, it's Canva. Canvas is college. Canva, and just like knowing how to make graphics and stuff like that. Or just like if we need something quick, go. Like that is the thing that I do the most, and knowing how to use OBS and text stuff like that. But like, I don't need to know how to read to get to do that.
Gabe, we have knots now. All right. How many more? Crikey.
Level 25 is no joke.
I'm kind of... Should I just not bother with this and just wipe them with...
Sure.
Favorite, do you think? Night, Drillix.
Good night, Drillix. Take it easy. Hope you had a great stream. Whoa, Connor, that's a big hit. That's a big hit.
Okay. I don't want to deal with this. We're just gonna...
Blast Oyster?
Come on, yeah. We're gonna blast him. But it should be enough to get Recon into the next level.
Good afternoon, accuracy. When do you start saying like good night? Because good night is like such a weird thing for somebody to come into a stream and say like, "Good afternoon" is a good way to say
When you're leaving?
No, I'm saying like, Accuracy just came into the chat. I want to say what's up. Good morning is a way to greet someone. Good afternoon is a way to greet someone.
Good
night
night's an exit.
It's an exit.
So
is it just good afternoon?
I wouldn't say good afternoon if it's nighttime now.
That's what I'm saying. Good evening.
Good evening. Yeah. What do you threw me off so bad by only giving me
Two options.
two options. Con Avalas, first time chatter, saving the day. Claire, saving the day as well. You threw me off so bad.
I was like, why is good afternoon?
I was
taking
like,
up
why? Yeah, I was
afternoon?
like, I guess there isn't anything to say
that's
for
what I was
nighttime.
Recon evolves at level 21. Great. Chat,
And then we go get the leaf stone. And
I'm
evolve
happy
again?
to say every now and then you just have a brain fart moment. And if you've been on camera as much as Connor and I have,
So many on camera.
it's going to happen quite often. Worked on a roof and my arms look like burnt grilled chickens.
What happened, Pastry?
So I went and I rode today, and then I did a little bit of rock climbing. That's how I try to get a little exercise in today. Being on an erg for the first time in roughly 8 years, two things came back right away. Like getting into the motion on how to row and such. I was like, oh shit, I know how to do this. Forgot immediately after I realized I know how to do this. I was like, this is the hardest thing I can do on the planet. Why am I doing this?
I always felt like it wasn't that hard, but maybe I just didn't have the resistance high enough.
Oh, dude, I'm like, I'm I'm paddle boating like it's my life depends on. I'm just absolutely slinging this thing.
My guess, who do you think Pastry is fighting? That's putting him in a blender right now.
The first one that comes to mind is the one at the end of chapter 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If not, it's late game.
Yeah, I think. How far in? Are we later into the game, Pastry? I have an idea here, but I don't want to say it. I won't say it, but I'll allude to it.
I did 2 weeks ago rewatch Max a Million. Dude, make sure we get that order right. We can't have two of those in a row.
Wait, Brian, are you coming in here saying good night because you're actually going to sleep, or are you saying good night as in good evening? The fuck with Nick. Chapter 5. Okay.
Chapter 5. Yeah, is the fight on the dock? No, wait.
No, that's.
Oh, it's the end of that sequence. There's a person who's with a couple ladies, and it's that boss fight. Scientist.
Oh.
I think that's the only
yeah.
one. It's chapter 5. Oh, actually, thank you so much for watching them.
Appreciate it.
I will say, the support on the casual gaming news conversation in the past few weeks has been insane. Insane. They are doing close to as well as, or if not better sometimes, casual gaming conversations, and that is not what we expected from that show, and it's really cool. So thank you all for that, the support over there.
Trapouchi plugging the Patreon if you want that podcast early.
Yeah. If you want the casual gaming conversation early this week, especially, it might be the best podcast we shot this year.
Is it only because I crash out?
I think it just 3 phases of the game, it was really good.
Dude, I've circled the drain on this Vita launch lineup situation for 24 hours now. I'm mad. How? What are people not seeing that I see? Who made Super Stardust Delta, Nick? Little team called...
No. Let me get there. Insomniac.
Little team called Housemark, Nick.
Okay, I could have gone there.
Some of the kings of gameplay on the Vita day one. Who made Army Corps of Hell, Nick?
What?
Army Corps of Hell?
Are you saying Armored Core or
Army?
Okay.
Corpse of Hell or Core of Hell.
That's a little team called From Software.
It's Square Enix.
Okay.
And this game is Pikmin, but you're in hell. Doesn't that sound awesome? Apparently it's really good.
Brian, I'm really concerned with Connor's health when it comes to the Vita at this point.
I am telling you, I know if that was a launch lineup for any other console, it would be the best launch lineup of all time. And I would be defending it in the same way. I promise.
I'd rather have just Breath of the Wild.
I'd
rather have that 100 hours of content than the 100 hours of the 8 out of 10 games that are over there.
But that's not what we're not talking about this game versus that game. We're talking about the launch lineup.
Yeah.
And having 17 good games on day one is more important than having one good game.
No.
Okay.
I disagree, yeah. It's like 15, 6 out of, or 7 out of 10 games and a couple. Yeah, that's the hard part. It's like, if everything's a B average, you want to know what that gets? A B.
I disagree.
Yeah, and that makes sense.
We went through every single one of those launch lineups, and it was 1 or 2 good games, maximum, and then a bunch of crap. This was 30 games, 17 of them good to great.
I mean, you say that, but then there's things like Wii Sports and Breath of the Wild and Halo Combat Evolved and Mario 64.
Yes, one great.
One
All-timer
game.
But also we're talking about game length too. Every single one of those games that you just said, other than Breath of the Wild, you're playing campaign-wise for a week, 2 weeks at launch, and then you're just waiting for the next thing.
Wii Sports we were playing for years.
A lot of that revolves around just like having friends around though to do that.
That's a good point, but still, you and I also disagree on the like a single player experience is exactly what you need day one.
Yeah.
And like Mario Kart to me is like, but I think that it's because I have you and Brady to some level to play this game with, and hopefully some other people and everything. But like,
if I'm settling in on day one on the Vita playing Uncharted Golden Abyss, a full AAA Uncharted experience on the go, and then having the option to go play online races on Mod Nation Racers, then play online matches on Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, then switch to Luminous.
Playing online matches on the Vita.
Yeah, it's a great.
Is it
Yes.
a good fighting game online?
Yes.
For
and then switch over to Luminous to play a rhythm puzzle game or whatever it is. I've never played Luminous, but I've heard great things. Greg Miller champions Luminous. And switching over to that to play on my own before bed, it's like that is a really super Stardust for my arcadey feel. There's so much variety there.
Hey, but Lily, once again, the issue. It is a win to be able to take those games on the go. The issue is, once again, those are 8 out of 10 games. When we're saying like the quality of this game, and some of it is something like a Cyberpunk, like a Split Fiction. Split Fiction is the greatest co-op experience of all time. Couch co-op experience ever.
But you've already played those titles.
Yeah.
For the Vita, in this conversation, these are all exclusive Vita titles for the most part. Marvel's Capcom isn't, but Super Stardust Delta, Army Corps, Uncharted, Luminous.
It went in the B tier,
Mod
right?
Nation Racer. I went A tier.
Yeah, I can't. That's a fine place for it. I argued B, and I'm not too upset about it because I can still make the case that right now, if you could go and it's Christmas morning, you could give me a Vita with all those games or an Xbox with Halo and Fusion Frenzy and some sports titles and whatever.
Uncharted Golden Abyss is buns? What are we talking about here, guys?
Connor, let me the Vita and let me play Golden Abyss sometime this year.
I'll buy you a Vita for Christmas.
Don't do that. I don't want that.
Yes, you do.
I
you do.
literally just said, get me an Xbox with Halo and Fusion Frenzy. Have you seen that? I'm getting called out for being too much of a Xbox fan. That's wild.
All the comments today on the soundtrack video were calling us PlayStation bias.
I know it's funny though.
I need people to understand that I don't think there's a word that makes me more upset to see in the comments than bias.
Don't say that. People are gonna say it all the time.
Every single thing that comes out of my mouth is biased.
Yeah.
It's an opinion. It's informed by my own experiences, by emotions. Yes. You mean you're not being objective, you mean? Epi with the resub 15 months. By God. We're fine. We're chilling.
I'm so nervous. Epi, thank you so much for supporting the team in the dream. Keeping the lights and mics on here over at Co-op64.
What? I knew that the comments were popping off, Brian, but I didn't know that many. Dude, he had a similar take to you, or he not. You don't have the same take, but he said that Red Dead and Rockstar, just in general, overrated. Still likes it though.
Oh, is it overrated because of gameplay? Or just
I don't know.
overrated
I don't
because-
know what. I don't think he elaborated on it in the video. Jeez, you're farming in for engagement. I'm just kidding.
I walk up to Run Club this week and I see a familiar face, but I've just met this guy one time, the previous time I went, and he goes, "Yo, Nick," and I was wearing a pair of sunglasses, wearing my On Island Time hoodie, wearing some shorts. I'm looking like a normal dude, just like no. And he goes and he daps me up. And he goes, "Yo, why is Nick out here aura farming right now?" And I was like, that might be that just made my week, dude. And then I heard him say aura farming later in the day, not towards somebody, just like in general. And I was like, I feel way less special now.
Yeah.
I thought you broke that one out just for me.
The slang, the lingo right now, like keeping up with it, really
Oh, it's tough.
kind of wild. But like at some point, I'm gonna not be hip, and I'm already riding the line,
Yeah.
holding on
riding
for
the line.
dear life.
You knowing what aura is pretty good. It's pretty. That makes me.
What, Aura Farm?
Just aura in general.
Yeah. But I thought that the tough thing was just in our Discord. But no, that's everywhere.
That's everywhere.
That's tough, TUFF.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well,
My hip went out a few years ago. Connor's scared to
I'm
get
on a
old.
CPAP machine.
I think Connor wants to be old.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Like, you like the idea of staying in, not being bothered, just
Indeed.
cheesy shoes. 2 months.
Appreciate you.
Tier 1 love. Thank you so much for supporting the team, supporting the dream, and also using that Twitch Prime on us. This is something that kind of funny used to say back in the day, and I do think about it pretty often. If you have Amazon Prime, you're not using your Twitch Prime, you don't need to use it on us.
Yeah.
Just use it. Because there's somebody out there that's making great content, and you can make their day a little bit brighter by using that.
And
so
it's free. Or
Yeah.
whatever. Otherwise, you're just lighting that money on
Yeah.
fire. If you most people have Amazon Prime, so it's like you might as well just.
Yeah.
I have a CPAP, changed my life. Epi, everybody says that. Which kind of cushion do you have for for your nose?
Connor
I'm
was
trying.
concerned about the cushion on the nose after.
Well, I got a new one.
Yeah.
And now it just goes straight into my nose.
Oh, really?
Or it sits under and there's like little cushions and it sits and it goes in. Yeah.
Should I start Breath of the Wild now and wait till I get my Switch 2? I would wait.
Switch to.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
I want an Amazon Prime song co-op shirt. King Dude, that is not us. That is all Andy Cortez. The Twitch Prime shirt. Here's the hard part. It's not. It is his fault that song is so fucking catchy. Because it got said one time on stream, and then it was just like, well, shit. Now it's stuck in my head, and then it was forever.
Kind of afraid to. Every single time I am even a little bit lower on health on one of these 2 Pokemon, I'm not sending them out.
Sheepy sleeping. What's up? Close my eyes.
I see your face.
Connor, can you name another Scott song?
No.
Okay.
I can always point them out. though.
Okay, yeah.
in your
You do
pre-streams.
know when it. I listen to Scott's music enough off stream that it's a little bit concerning. Like, I need to because I listen to it on stream too much also. Oh, it's all good, King Dude. I'm just saying we can't trademark that one. You know, that's that.
Yeah, we can't take credit for it.
Yeah. I will say, Connor, you want to know? So, on Saturday night, I was watching Backlash on this couch, and I was EP as shit because we just had a long content day. I also was up at like 6:45 and everything, And so it's like 10:30. Fell asleep on the couch, and I did wake up in the middle of the night and I went to my bed. But what I've learned about the couch that we have right here versus my bed, this couch, like a plank, very firm. My bed, marshmallow.
Yeah.
It my bed is too
I
squishy.
felt that immediately when you got your bed, and
Totally.
I did a test on it, the flop test. I was like, this is too
Yeah, it's too squishy.
squishy.
And so what I realized for my back, especially after running, doing any physical activity, my lower back still gets inflamed a little bit, and it's fine. But it's like pop a Tylenol afterwards and good to go, right? But like, I did wonders. When I woke up Sunday morning, I was like, oh, I'm good to go. And then, surely enough, after I went golfing, I was like, it's fine. After I went golfing, I was like, oh, damn, my back hurts again.
How was golf? Did you win?
Oh, no, I played awfully. Hot take, Nirvana better than Radiohead. Just listen to the podcast. That's a fine take.
I really want to say this. I do not feel very strongly about the Nirvana overrated. I don't even think they're overrated. I just don't really get it. I want to get it, and I've tried to get it, and I have not gotten it.
Neptune, I'll next time I talk to Scott, I'll let him know you said that.
But I will say, Nirvana versus Radiohead, Nirvana made an impression with a few albums. Obviously, Radiohead just has more under their belt. That's how I feel about Radiohead. That's the thing with Nick's argument about Radiohead being in the top 5, is that I think that you have to choose universal people. Like people that everybody likes. Where Radiohead is like, some people just fucking can't with Radiohead. And honestly, as somebody who loves Radiohead, I totally get that. Like they're not for everybody, for sure. But people talk about In Utero and Nevermind.
Oh, dude. How do you even run in this game? There we go. Am I a better Pokemon player than Connor Chat? Probably. Was listening to an old podcast this week. Connor, have you played FF12? The non-turn-based action blew my mind when we first played it.
Yes, I have played it at 12.
Whip out the belt? Okay.
And I love it. I think it's better than 10. But when I played those two back to back, and I think they're close for sure.
Finding this belt is always...
That's hilarious, Brian. Get got? I feel like it's the only option for something that's like...
not Money Store? Is that the...
That's the album. Hustle Bones. Hacker.
No, what's the song off that album?
Get Got.
Money in it.
Oh. I don't know. I know I've seen footage. Okay, yeah.
I've seen footage is what I was looking for.
Okay, yeah, great song. I think that's a great option.
Footage. That's my favorite song off that album.
I listened to it for forever.
Chat, just a reminder, not only if you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime, you are helping this team, you're helping this stream, and if you're helping this team and then you're helping this stream, you are helping build our confidence and allowing me to then take away all of Connor's confidence whenever I win this belt back during Extra Life here in a couple months. Greatest gamer at Co-op64, greatest gamer of all time, 10 out of 10. Just amazing. And Oddish is evolving, just like me, when it comes to my gaming experience and knowledge.
Connor, was Alan Wake 2 an overall better game than Dead Space? I think that when I ranked it in 2023 for my Game of the Year list, I put Alan Wake 2 above Dead Space. But Dead Space was a remake, so it just like didn't hit as hard as playing something for the first time. I think that Dead Space and Alan Wake 2 are the same, like on the same level.
Artful Wanted coming in with Twitch Prime says, hope this helps Nick at everything. Artful Wanted, this is the support we need. There is only 6 people, maybe in the entire world, that believe that I am the true champion of this goddamn channel. Everyone else is mean to me. So thank you for believing. Thank you for supporting this team.
I've never said anything to that effect.
What, that I'm not the true champion?
Yeah, I never said that.
I thought you said that my win didn't count because I chose the game, even though you agreed to those. Are you dropping that?
I'm just saying I've never said anything.
Okay. Connor's recognizing me as the GOAT. Thank you for recognizing me.
I never said that I recognize you. I'm saying that I never said anything.
Thank you for recognizing me.
No. That's
Put a
not,
1 in the air, chat.
That's not the
Put a 1 in
same
the air,
thing.
chat. Put a 1. Oh my gosh. This bell just perfectly gets on. It's real close to sliding down. I got just enough. There we go, chat. They are starting to recognize me. They are starting to recognize me.
Please
Metal Nate.
stop recognizing him, please.
Put a 1 in the chat if you recognize me. Put a 2 in the chat if you don't recognize Connor. Those are your only 2 options. Oh man.
Do you think I should sell?
I like that King Dude says, whip out the belt, and then immediately it goes into promo mode. Also, somebody had a chat that said, it mentioned me. What's that? Book of Life. I've not seen the Book of Life. What's that about?
What are we talking about?
Somebody said, have you seen the Book of Life? It has this song Creep, and it made me fall in love with the band.
What are the numbers that people are sending?
1 is to recognize that I'm the GOAT.
Oh.
2 is to recognize that you're not.
Sorry, I was locking in.
And those are the 2 options. Those are their only 2 options.
Great options.
I recognize you as my gaming chief. That is what's up, T. Jordan. That is what's up. Did y'all play Split Fiction together? We did not. Connor played it with his wife because he's married. Brady played it with me because Brady's my work wife. Brady's. I didn't have a relationship, so I said Brady got to do it with me.
Where do I buy the stone from? Is it the top floor?
I don't know, but Magoo Slayer's coming in for 6 months of Tier 1 love. Thank you so much. How would y'all rank your 4 personal goaties of the 2020s?
It's a great question. Really good question. So what are we talking?
I have a serious question. I have to ask this question. Actually, no, The Last of Us Part 2 is my goatee from 2020.
Yeah.
Even though it's not my favorite game.
Last of Us Part 2.
It's
And then 2021.
For me, it's Forza Horizon 5.
Was Inscription for me? Was that 21?
That's 2020, I believe.
No, it's not.
You sure?
I'm positive, yeah. Because I lived here.
October 2021. That's probably it. That's gotta be it for you then.
Alec gifting out.
Oh, thank you so much, Alec. Also, once again, shout out to Magoo Slayer. I flew by that, but thank you so much for the support. Alec, thanks so much for the support to King Dude.
Where do I buy stones? Is it the 5th floor?
And then 2022 is Elden Ring for me now.
For me, I guess it was God of War Ragnarok at the end of it, because that's the one that I beat.
Yeah.
I didn't beat Sifu, and because I got skill checked. But that's
I
my
beat
favorite.
Sifu. That's funny.
I need to get back to it.
2024 or 2023 is FF16 for me still.
2023 was Alan Wake 2 for me.
But are you saying FF16 now?
I did say that, didn't I, recently?
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably would.
And then 2024 is Remake or Rebirth for us both, correct?
Yes. Real quick, where do I buy... Is this it?
If I were to say the greatness of the video game, my number 1 would be Elden Ring. My number 2 would be Tilu 2. My number 3 would be Rebirth. Number 4 would be FF16. Number 5 would be Forza Horizon. All those games are 10s or 9.5s for me.
My number 1 would be
Tilu
Rebirth.
2. Would not be Tilu 2?
For my favorites?
We're doing bests.
I've never done my Game of the Year list that way.
I understand the game of the year is not necessarily best. It is just what was your game of the year that year.
Yeah, so I'm ranking that.
So you're saying if you were to make a list of your game of the year for these 5 games, your number 1 on your game of the year list
Would be Rebirth.
would be Rebirth. Interesting.
And then it would be The Last of Us Part 2. And then it would be Inscription. What am I missing here? Oh, then it would be Alan Wake 2. Then it would be, Final Fantasy 16 or Alan Wake 2. Those are interchangeable, honestly. And then Ragnarok.
Yeah, those
2022 was a weird year for me, man.
Yeah,
I just didn't. It was those 2 games that people really cared about, and I think that Ragnarok's a great game, and that, but I wasn't in love with it in the same way that I was, the 2018
that year was a lot of swimming in 8s. Like Sifu comes to mind, Plague Tale Requiem comes to mind, and I'm just talking about Metacritics.
Well, I'm saying that's like saying we're saying that about this year, but this year doesn't have an Elden Ring or a God of War Ragnarok, where it's people are
the
like,
issue.
Well, I think a lot of people would argue that Expedition 33 is that.
Yeah. Oh, King Dude, that's awesome. Thank you so much for supporting the team for a year. And Alec, thanks for giving out that sub. Really, really cool. Really, really thankful.
That ran kind of sweet. All-time favorite JRPG, I guess it's Kingdom Hearts, if that counts. We've been having debates in the Discord about
Favorite JRPG?
what is a JRPG.
Huh.
Like, Mikey doesn't think that Kingdom Hearts is a JRPG. Because when you say JRPG, a lot of people think like turn-based party, like controlling everybody or whatever. I don't know. Because then if you consider Kingdom Hearts a JRPG, then you have to consider Elden Ring a JRPG.
Yeah, that is a JRPG.
I semantically agree with you, but nobody, when you say JRPG, nobody thinks Dark Souls. Not a single person. That is the image that pops into their head.
That's totally fine. It doesn't.
And then is a lot of people are arguing that Clair is a JRPG because it's a genre, not like where it is developed. The argument is. I'm not saying this is my argument. I'm just saying that's the argument that I'm hearing.
Let me. I'm.
I would say it's inspired by JRPGs.
I'm about
that's
to be.
how I would say.
I'm about to be upset. I'm not gonna be upset at you. I don't want to make that clear. That is wild. That because being like, is this in this genre? And the genre is so like we can argue what's an RPG in general. What is a role playing game and go and get like wild and be like it's God of War role playing game. But for something like Elden Ring, which has stats and upgrades and stuff like that, and to be developed in Japan, I'm like, how is that not a JRPG?
Because nobody thinks of that when you say JRPG.
It doesn't. By definition, it is.
What does that have similar to Legend of Dragoon and Wild Arms? You know what I mean?
It doesn't. It's a
those
broad
are two
scoping
completely
genre.
Different games.
Yeah.
But they're in the same genre. So genre needs to help define something so you can talk about it in a way that you can like recommend it to somebody. Be like, do you like JRPGs? Well, you would like this. I don't think that you can be like, you like Wild Arms? You would like Elden Ring. It's like nobody's making that argument.
Totally.
So then it becomes a interesting conversation. But would you say you like Legend of Dragoon? You would like Expedition 33. Yes, those aren't the same genre technically for saying that they're not JRPGs. But if you say you like JRPGs, you would probably like Expedition 33.
Yeah.
I think that's where the idea of it's a JRPG because it has all the core aspects of a JRPG other than the fact that it's not developed in Japan. That's what people are arguing.
100%, but that's fine to be like, if you like JRPGs, you like this, but it doesn't all of a sudden make it that.
I agree. I think it is a semantics issue and it's totally superfluous. Like it does not really matter at the end of the day. In my mind, the way that I say it is, first of all, it doesn't really matter that much. We're debating something that like if the game is great, the game's great. It doesn't really matter how you like define it genre wise.
Yeah.
But two, like if it is developed in Japan and it is an RPG, it's a JRPG. Excuse me, if it's a turn-based game like Sea of Stars or Expedition 33 and it's developed outside of Japan, if I'm recommending it to somebody, I would say it's inspired by JRPGs.
Well, my main thing is the reason that I want to get into the weeds with the discussion is like, if somebody was like, Clair Obscur is a JRPG, I'd be like, it's not because it's not developed in Japan. It's developed from a team in France. And that's really cool because they're wearing their culture on their sleeve when it comes to what this game is. Also, it's inspired by JRPGs.
Yeah.
And so I would just be like, it feels like you're not crediting like how cool the combination of like what that game is and where they're from, because that goes hand in hand. And the French Prime Minister tweeting out that it's from them, I'm like, this is a moment for that country, and so let's have that moment, allow it to be a moment. Let's not discredit it for something that's not.
Real quick, Alec or anybody else, should I be using these rare candies on Recon real fast?
Do y'all think this year will be better year of gaming than last year? For Connor and myself, I would say not a chance.
Yeah, no. But I think that anybody who would argue to the contrary of that it is a better year, I really couldn't.
Yeah.
It's all about, at the end of the day, it's about the amount of content, and then from there, it's how much do you like it?
Yeah.
And that's it.
Recon
I already
needs the
used Leaf Stone on Recon. Oh wait, shoot, I didn't. Yeah, you're right.
Dude, what a fun stream this has been.
We haven't done anything yet.
We're going to go to the gym at the end of the stream.
I know, but we've streamed for 2 hours. We've done nothing other than grind.
Yeah, that's a fine thing to do.
It's fine, but it is fine.
I forgot I still have the belt on.
Oh my goodness. Would the release of GTA 6 have changed your opinion? It definitely would have helped.
Yeah, we lost the headliner.
Yeah.
We lost at the end of the day. We lost the headliners with two being plural.
Yeah.
We lost the biggest game of all time, and we lost a 3D Mario, which has the chance to be the highest rated game of all time.
Here's the speculation that I want from you. Do you think at the end of the year you could argue or you could see Death Stranding 2, GTA 6, and Ghost, which are probably
GTA 6?
yes, I'm saying
Okay.
if that released this year, if this
Had that released this year, yeah.
those three would go and beat your top three from last year. Assuming those end up being the top three. That's
GTA
a big
6,
assumption.
Ghost.
And Death Stranding 2. And then you could slot one of those out for something like Expedition 33. You could slot one of those out for Hollow Knight.
I need the answer is I would be shocked. I would be dumbfounded if I enjoy Ghost of Yotei more than I like Expedition 33.
Wow.
I don't see that happening.
That's wild. But
I
yeah,
don't see that
I think a lot of people are going to agree with you. For me and my personal preference, it's like there's
But here's the thing.
unless
For
Ghost
me,
is a
it's-
big letdown.
Ghost for me, Ghost of Yotei would need to be like a strong 9, and like that's where I'm at with the Expedition, and I just don't see like. I like the 92 that's on Metacritic. I'm like that. If we were on the 100-point scale
92 for
Expedition,
that's what that right now.
I think it's the word that's out right now. It's a 92.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
And what were you saying?
Is that 9.7 before, right?
No, it's a 97 user score.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
92. That's where. What? Oh, Nikki 9.5. Yeah, that 14 games. I can show you the list, by the way,
Yeah.
so you don't think that I'm batch insane. But it's
That was funny. Was that where did I say that?
during
in
yesterday's pod.
between?
No,
Yeah.
during the show.
Wait, really?
It was great, dude. The podcast yesterday was fucking awesome. Highly recommended. It's on Patreon now if you want to go over there if you are a supporter there.
Ghost of Tsushima was like a 9
Real
for
quick,
me.
because you highlighted it, Jimmy. I want to get to that right now. Thanks for highlighting that message. The best Final Fantasy to start with, we will say at this point FF7 Remake, maybe FF10, but I think FF7 Remake is just the right answer
I
at this
just
point.
can't deny the fact that it's Final Fantasy X is becoming the Final Fantasy. It really is.
That, I mean, IGN's list, why not? Or should I play Kingdom Hearts? I would say play Final Fantasy X or FF7 Remake first.
Miss you too, Braden. Apparently we're seeing each other in August.
August, yeah.
Yep.
August is planned. Braden, when I talked to him, we're going to that concert. You're 100% going to that concert?
Sure.
Yeah. Should I play FF7 OG first? I would say no. That game's too slow.
It really depends on your own personal preferences and like your tolerance for older games and like if you like that kind of stuff.
That's a good point.
Like,
If you play a lot of older games, play FF7 OG first. You'll be just fine.
yeah.
If you don't, do not do yourself a disservice and do that.
My path for Final Fantasy, I was kind of this today, was Final Fantasy 13 when I was 12 years old, and then I never played another Final Fantasy until Final Fantasy 7. Technically, I played Crisis Core in there.
What were we talking about right before this?
The 3 versus 3 for 2025.
Oh yeah, because I really want to hop into that. So it would be Expedition, GTA, and 3D Mario. Is that what you're saying?
You think that?
No, it wasn't 3D Mario.
It
What
was
was
Death
the other
Stranding,
one?
but
Oh,
like,
Death Stranding. There's a chance. It would be.
Yeah,
the hardest part for me is my top 3 from last year is a masterpiece, a game that I think about every single day in metaphor, and my favorite game ever.
yeah.
And it's like that is,
Mine was Silent Hill, Astrobot, and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which is. It's like a personal thing at this point. Where
It's
like,
really-
it's just I love those games
Yeah.
a lot.
Are we completely ruling out 3D Mario in 2025? I
Yes.
am not.
I personally am. I would.
We got a
No
summer
way.
direct. Then we'll talk.
Yeah. If it's not announced at the Summer Direct, but like that would be so weird to announce that when your Donkey Kong game isn't even out yet. You know what I mean? Like that's.
Here's the thing, though. You gotta reload a little bit. Persona 4 reload. Or, sorry, rewind. Damn. No way they put a DK and a Mario in the same year.
I agree.
I want a 1 year later FF7 Rebirth spoiler cast. Whenever 3 comes out,
We'll do a replay.
I want to shoot a flare gun in the air and say, put me on whatever podcast. Like I want to do ours first. Go for 7 hours.
Yeah.
And then, because that it's gonna be the only moment that it's gonna be acceptable to talk about that game for 50 hours.
Do you think they? I mean, obviously they can not stick the landing, but like, how confident are you that they
Stick it?
are going to? Yeah. Proto Dan, there you go.
90%. 10% of Square Enix bullshit could take over. Or just like it going completely off the way or rails. I would say 90%.
You mean Nomura
chance-
bullshit?
Yeah, they're gonna 90% chance they're gonna land it. Give TP Donkey Kong Bonanza it's time to boom Mario.
I don't know that if that is possible to give it time with a July release date. You know what I mean?
The hard part is the July.
like 3 or 4 months away. It's like, I don't know, man.
The hard part is where does Prime come? Here's if I had to guess now, say we don't get Mario, it is July, and then we get August or September release for Metroid, and then a November release for Pokemon, and a October release for Air Riders.
Okay, I thought you were gonna forget Air Riders.
And it's like that's a full year. My hard part is I cannot drop.
It's just a bad year for a first console for a console, I think. Not having a title on the level as Breath of the Wild in the first year, or something that is like kind of a big deal, is tough.
My thing is, I think that we have
that.
3 games in the first year that have the potential to be over 90 on Metacritic.
Potential, yeah. But one of them is a Mario Kart game. It will inherently feel lesser because it is a multiplayer online experience.
To you.
Yeah.
To you.
I think to the general public, it will feel that way. It's not going to feel... There is no shot, and this is anecdotal and just speculative, there's no shot that people walk away from Mario Kart World and feel the same way about that they did about Breath of the Wild.
100%.
That is not going to happen.
Yeah, but
or Mario Odyssey.
No, but I rather potentially have a moment like that compared to the launch lineup from PlayStation, the PS5. I think that there's a chance that I feel, and I'm not even talking about like me being like the hardcore Mario Kart fan. I'm saying there's a chance that I feel so like satisfied with getting that day one and driving around the open world and feeling so happy and being like, there's so much content, and I'm gonna play because I beat Miles Morales in one day. I'm pretty sure. I booted up in the morning, took a nap. Oh no, I beat it in less than 24 hours, and it's like cool. And then I was done. Compared to something I'm gonna be playing for days and days and days, it's like. I feel like there's a chance. Yeah, comparing, and it needs to be a conversation because video games are so cool when they can capture an emotion and like make people really passionate and like at times it's the most important medium on the planet. And I think the game that represents that emotion and that feeling better than any other video game is Breath of the Wild 2017. Giving people a holy fuck moment right when they picked up a new console, and it is this special magical experience. I think the second one is also a Nintendo game. What am I talking? Animal Crossing Pandemic, where like it was exactly what the doctor requested, and it perfect moment for video games. So to go and be like, is it going to be Breath of the Wild? It's like, no. Could Mario Kart 8 or Mario Kart World be the second best launch title of all time? I think so. Oh no, fuck you. I didn't think of Mario 64. But like, could it be?
Or Wii Sports.
I think it could very well be larger than Wii Sports.
Larger or
better. Larger is a hard thing because it's like, I think the Switch is going to sell more consoles year one, and then everyone's going to be. I'm curious to see what the vibe is on socials for Mario Kart World when that drops. Is everyone gonna be making metas like what the meta kart is and this secret in this game and go and find that? I'm asking, do you think that that's the case?
I'm locked in. My prediction is on day one and the weeks to come that people will be frustrated that Mario Kart is the game to play.
They're gonna be frustrated.
That's my prediction. Yeah. To be like, I think there will be conversations of like, do not buy a Switch right now. Like, there's no point in buying a Switch.
Do you think that that's currently the conversation?
I think currently for the broader gaming public, for like nerds like us, that is the conversation going. You think I'm going to spend $450 for an $80 for the game for Mario Kart?
Correction.
That is the conversation I keep saying.
That is the conversation for the nerds. It just The thing is, people voted with their wallet.
I understand.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that on day one for the Switch,
Yeah.
it was you need to get your hands on a Switch because and nobody had a Wii U, so that was irrelevant. It was like you need to play Breath of the Wild. This is like one of the greatest games ever made. You need to get a Switch to buy this.
What I'm saying is to go and compare it to that is impossible. There will never ever be a game like that ever again.
So I think you can make that up by having two great games.
That's true. 90 days after launch is Donkey Kong. 42 days after launch is Donkey Kong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he.
Oh, I didn't see it. Sorry, Days. If Mario Kart World is a 7, Nick will be in shambles. Pro Dan, if Mario Kart World is a 7,
What do you think it ends up on Metacritic?
92.
I'm feeling the same feeling that I did with Elden Ring, and I was wrong there. But I'll say 85 because the transition to open world isn't this like smooth, easy thing for them to do.
I'll give you an extra point. Let's do 86.5 donut bet.
I don't want to do that.
87.5 donut bet.
No, I don't.
Exactly.
I don't know that smoke. I'm not going to bet against Nintendo first party.
Yeah. A launch title with a fully featured. This game is more bold than any Mario Kart game for one, but like it might
I
be
fail
like
to see that Mario Kart World is going to be rated the same as Clair Obscur Expedition 33. I think that is a very possible outcome, in my opinion, because it's Nintendo.
What is it being Nintendo? I'm looking forward to Horizon 5. I think it's a 91.
And what does Mario Kart 8 Deluxe have?
Forza Horizon 5 has a 92 on Metacritic.
And what does Deluxe have?
It's, I think, in the 80s.
Really?
I do. I think it's an 88.
Yeah, because it was low on the Wii U scale. Remember?
But that's Wii
For
U.
Wii U, yeah.
Mario Kart 92.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah, so yes, it will have the same. I feel like that's not. What I'm saying is that's not insane to think
what
that
will be
it
the
can hit
highest rated
92.
game of the year, do you think?
What?
What do you think is going to end up being the highest rated game of the year on Metacritic?
It's Death Stranding 2.
Really?
And by the way, guess what?
Do you think that wins game of the year?
What am I missing?
Ghost,
Donkey
Hollow Knight.
Kong, Hollow Knight.
Hades, potentially.
I think Death Stranding 2 wins game of the year. Yeah.
My issue is that it's Death Stranding 2.
Yeah.
It will always be the package delivered, the FedEx simulator, and I don't think you can win a game of the year off of that. The back of that, it's just like why you can't. I don't think you can get nominated off the back of a really hardcore medieval sim like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I think it just hurts your chances and things. Like, and I'm saying this for a game that I am likely to love. That I think the game of the year conversation is such a messy one.
I like. People, I don't want to, because you didn't like dive into the spoiler stuff when it came to like what the people previewed.
Yeah.
People were talking though about like a boss fight, and they were like, once again, they're like, I just don't know. Like this was like one of the moments of the year thus far. Like this is probably, and it's like we're 30 hours into this, and this is what
greatest video game opening of all time. Here's a skill upset.
Yeah,
Here's
where I'm at. Not most likely. If I had to guess, Lee, shout the fuck out. 17 months, almost a year and a half of support, dude. You're unbelievable. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. And Rocket Tater, thanks for the kind words. That's very kind.
Yeah.
These are the conversations we love too.
Yeah. This is
what we were having these conversations on the phone
in 2019
to each
and
other.
2020. Yeah.
And Nick was in college and I was graduated, and throughout my college experience and Nick was in high school, we would be having these conversations for hours on the phone, and then we're like, we should probably start recording this.
Here's where I'm at with Death Stranding 2. It's gonna go one of two ways. We're either gonna get codes for review or we're not. If we get codes for review, I think it's gonna be an Astrobot conversation where you and I are on the phone we're not talking in depth about where we're at with the game, but I could easily see us both being like, are we thinking the same thing right now?
Yeah. It is always fun to like talk to people playing something in the pre-reviews, like, because you don't have any outside noise. It's
Yeah.
so fascinating because the narrative about something like Expedition 33 is kind of dictated by other people talking to you and playing it kind of in tandem with other people, watching reviews, hearing other people's opinions, and then they love it. So then like it can inform you to love it more, which I think that has happened to me plenty of times where like I hear other people talk about something and that makes me like something more. But playing it completely in a vacuum for video games across the board for anything we're reviewing is so strange.
Well, the thing is, when we're reviewing a game, if Brady's not on the review, it's you and me talking, and if Jacob's playing it, maybe we talk to him. Other than that, we don't talk to anyone. Like we could, there are more resources and people that we could, like we know have codes and stuff like that, and I love not knowing what the fuck to do and stuff like that. I love it going in completely blind. It's great. Do you think Doom has a shot to be nominated for a Game of the Year after playing it, or do you think it's just okay? Those are two different. No, that's leading the witness. Doom is a great video game.
I do not think it will be nominated.
I don't think it will be nominated, though.
The only guarantee at this point, I feel 100% confident at this point, the only lock
Expedition 33.
is Expedition 33.
Yes.
That is it. And then
what's
next
the number
up
two?
is
What's the number
Split
two?
Fiction.
Yes, I.
And then you think Blueprints after that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Blueprints is getting nominated. For the same reason I don't think Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is getting nominated.
If I had to guess at this point, I would say the nominations are. It would be Blueprints is what if we're going to the third, I'm a little bit more nervous about where this year's standing. I would guess. I think Nintendo gets 2.
You think DK? Oh well. Yeah.
I think Nintendo
I keep
gets
forgetting
2.
about Metroid, and I just don't know if Metroid is going to make the splash that it needs to.
Here's the thing. Blueprints hype's falling off. It's because there's a lot of video games, and your favorite content creators are playing those other video games.
I think that more people have played it, and it's not as cut and dry as this universally loved video game.
That's gonna be the hard part of this year of how many just universally loved games are there. And I think that the answer is like everyone fucking loves Split Fiction.
And everyone
loves Expedition 33. I think everyone to some baseline level is going to love Mario Kart World.
Yeah.
And so, like, do you throw out a, hey, everyone in this fucking office really loved playing Mario Kart World together and we've all put in 100 hours? Or do you let the two people that
love Blueprints
Blueprints is the greatest game ever made take over the conversation?
Yeah.
And
see, that's why these conversations are so interesting, because like there's no right answer there.
Totally.
It's just people in a room yelling at each other at the end of the day, deciding what 6 they're going to nominate. KCD2 can sink in. Yes, it definitely can. I was completely out on it, and I think that now as the chips have fallen through these last months, like Doom, I think.
Yeah, I was shocked.
What has a better chance, Doom or KCD2?
KCD2.
I agree, but I think it's close.
Yeah, it's close. KCD2 though has a better chance.
Yeah.
Because once again, a lot of people are gonna be like, Doom was great. It's not that upper tier.
And it's not. It already has something else to compare it to.
Yeah.
It's Eternal, where it's like, yeah. Whereas KCD2 was such a big step up over its predecessor.
Chronic Nerd Gaming coming in for 18 months.
Appreciate
year
you,
and a
Zach.
half of Tier 1 love. Thank you so much.
It's a Subway one, though?
I don't know what that means.
You take my sub, it's a Subway one.
Oh, okay.
We got there. Cheeky.
So,
I'm pissed that we...
Okay, Connor, let's do it. Give me your 6 real quick. Pick and pop.
For
this year.
Dude, I have no clue. No clue. Expedition, Split Fiction, Death Stranding 2,
Ghost. I'm
Ghost.
going to help you.
Guarantee. I don't think Death Stranding is a guarantee. I don't. I think Ghost is a guarantee, but I think Death Stranding is just
I don't know if
divisive.
Split Fiction's a guarantee anymore.
I don't know if... Yeah. Donkey Kong Bonanza. I don't know about Donkey Kong Bonanza, dude.
Chili Ponies, I am happy to confirm you will be getting another co-op award.
Yeah, of course.
Co-op,
that was a great idea.
The way that the end of this year... the end of this year and every year we will ever do... Ever. Basically, the plan is to close out the year with... And I just want to pull up our calendar. The plan is to close out the year on the main podcast. Oh, that is the wrong one. With grading the Game Awards, Co-op Awards Part 1, Co-op Awards Part 2, and then Game of the Year.
Yeah.
That is going to be the end of the year slate on the main pod. And then for the bonus pods, it will be closed out with grading PlayStation's year, grading Xbox's year, grading Nintendo's year. A lot of end of the year content. Because the way finish this tangent. The way that the end of the year normally works for gaming is at the end of the year, every single gaming company, if you are on media or if you're in the industry, most likely you're taking the last 2 weeks of the year off. Like, people go completely out of office for 10 days, 14 days. It is normally a skeleton crew that it's working in. If you're in a major company, it's a skeleton crew working there, like piecing together hours, answering a couple emails, whatever. And then even those people are not doing a ton of work. If you are, it's probably a special circumstance, but that's my understanding on it, at least. For us, the way that we are treating it is that we're not fully, you will always get your weeks of content. We will pre-shoot things. But we still want the option to celebrate Christmas and go back home to be with family. And shooting the awards allows us to do that. Shooting the gradings allows us to do that. Sorry, what were you going to say?
Hollow Knight.
It's Hades 2. I'm more convinced that Hades 2 is going to be there if it releases in full than almost any video game.
Yeah, I think that's the problem with a lot of this is that like we can have conversations about which Nintendo game is going to be up there, and then there's going to be a indie darling this year. There always is.
I think that the hard part is
the issue is that we already know what it is.
I think it's both.
You think it's both?
I think it's both. If they both
then
come out this year,
no way Split Fiction.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah,
that's what I'm starting to piece together.
You can't.
Lily, it is 6 games for GOTY. Every other nomination is 5.
But I think those are all no Mario or no Mario Kart or DK. Like, I just can't see both of them.
Well, Nintendo.
I'm so confused on Donkey Kong, dude.
Nintendo will make it to the dance. Nintendo always makes it to the dance.
We've not saved all stream.
Attaboy.
I would say don't think we have.
Are you sure? I felt like we were at 15 hours at the start stream.
Yeah. Wait, I mean, let's check.
The internet will riot if Silksong flops. Do you know how many copies Silksong sold?
No.
Roughly? Throw out a guess.
2 million.
It's around like 4 million. Which is insanely successful for an indie team. But
I'm happy that they have it. I'm worried that the hype is out of control.
No, but here's my thing. You could have told me it sold 25 million copies because
there's so many people talking about it.
So many people talking.
We're going to the gym.
I've not finished B5 Royal. You'll see my ass here. Probably not tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You were in stream when you asked that. I said we're most likely gonna have stream on Wednesday.
But you're playing it tomorrow.
Oh yes. I'll be back more tomorrow.
We're good to do the gym now. Yes. Did you not watch the DK gameplay? It looks pretty fun, bro. I mean, I don't know. It could be wrong, but I think I think it looks fun. But everybody who's played it isn't like walking away being like,
"We got it.
Look forward to this, baby." Like, people were stoked on Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
But it's also Mario Odyssey. You look at it and you know exactly what it's gonna kind of be.
The hard part. Here's the thing: Donkey Kong Bonanza is a game that's, in my opinion, I need to be hands-on with it, and everyone that's been hands-on with it is not like.
And I respect Nintendo for doing something new, but it looks very new.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like something I don't know if I will like or not.
Chad, I do want to throw this out there. I think that's the 4th hype train we've started this stream. Thank you so much for the support tonight.
Appreciate it, everybody.
It's been awesome. Thanks for showing up, hanging out. This has been welcome to the Casual Gaming News Conversation, the Casual Gaming Conversation Part 3 this week, apparently.
Yeah.
Been a lot of fun. They're finally here, performing for you. If you know the words, you can join in too. Put your hands together if you want to clap as we take you through this monkey rap. Ho, DK, Donkey Kong, he's the leader of the bunch. You know him well, he's finally back to kick some tail. His coconut gun can fire in spurts. If he shoots ya, blah, it's gonna hurt. He's bigger, he's faster, he's stronger too. He's the first member of the DK crew. Huh, DK.
Donkey Kong.
DK. Donkey Kong is here. This Kong's got style. So listen up, dudes. She can shrink in size to suit her mood. If she's quick and nimble when she needs to be, she can float through the air and climb on trees. If you choose her, you won't choose wrong. With a skip and a hop, she's one cool Kong. DK. Donkey Kong. DK. Donkey Kong is here. Connor saved me on that one, Diz. I went to the.
I am getting it finally. Yeah. But the fact that we have to go weeks in between doing it, or like a week usually,
yeah.
Man, I get lost.
Did you get through the first fight?
Yeah, easily.
Should you heal up?
I didn't take any damage except for like a little sliver on the first Pokemon.
Oh, you need to hydrate because you didn't give me enough water. Dude, Odyssey's so good.
Honestly, when it comes to this stream and the grinding, like we are seemingly putting ourselves in a much better situation than we were.
Connor, we had a grind stream and we're going to be the gym. That's a great stream.
Yeah.
Knew that rap by heart right there. That's what it's all about. Do they have a fire attack yet?
No. But it's fine. The resistance, I think.
That should help.
Right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's how that works, but I'm not really positive.
Oh, this dude's got 4 Pokemon?
Yeah, but they're all level 21. And this will allow me to buy potions.
Mario Odyssey's a 10. Am I crazy with that? Nope.
No, totally fine. Yeah.
He's learning. That took all the points I accumulated during my P5 streams. What a stream. A lot of fun.
I can't tune into the one you're doing, though I do know what the palace is.
Yeah.
I got spoiled for me by walking into the room while Laura was playing it.
I guessed the palace basically immediately because everyone's like, you gotta do this for the royal content.
Yeah. But I just didn't expect it to go there based off of what I had currently.
Oh yeah, and the way that it also plays out is
it's very good.
It's very good. Very interesting. I like Persona 5 is doing what Metaphor did, which was that game for 60% of it is building with good characters and you start to fall in love with the characters more and more. And then the last 40%, last 30% is not only payoffs, but you don't realize how much you love that game until it starts hitting. And the nice part is in the first...
It never gets old.
What?
Mentally. It never... Every person has the same reaction.
Oh, yeah. it literally never gets old.
When we're we were talking about earlier, only people in the world that we know playing it, basically. When Nick finishes Act 1 first. And
I finished it the first one out of anyone that I finished it before Connor and Jacob, and it's just
I finished it. I was what the fuck?
And the other part was I didn't want to do the whole thing of hey Connor, call me at the end of Act 1, and put it in his mind of something. I just wanted him to have that moment. And then I was in Miami when you beat that, or no, I was in Miami when you beat Act 2.
I was texting you constantly.
Connor, I'm on the most important vacation I was taking all year because it was right before Persona.
Yeah.
And then also the funny part was I'm kicking it with Matt, and Matt's gonna play this game, so I can't say character names. I can't say. It was really funny though.
But I'm like, did you do this? Did you do this? How did you handle this or whatever? What do you think about this? How much do I have left? Yada yada yada.
You wanna know what I realized by watching other people beat that game? I was very underleveled.
Yeah.
And the issue of being underleveled in that game was I got underleveled, and then I didn't start grinding. So I was going into bosses, and I was taking so much longer on the bosses because I was underleveled, and then the cycle discontinued. Expedition 33 worth resubbing the game. Pass.
Yeah.
Yes. You're playing a Game of the Year nominee for $20. Also check out Blueprints if you're there. That's one if you're on Game Pass and you want to try something out and you're sub. Yeah, sure. Do you think Switch 2 will get its own Mario All-Stars? That's the other thing. We're in an anniversary year for Mario.
Are we 40 year?
I think
what?
it must be
wasn't
40.
It just
Yeah,
50. Or sorry, it wasn't just
it
35.
was 35.
And we
like-
recently 35 for Zelda too, which we thought we were gonna get all those ports during that
Yeah.
year. That's funny.
How are you under leveled? Like, I beat the game at like level like 45.
I don't think you were that under leveled. I think people might just be
I-
higher level than you were.
I think everyone was, like, from the people that are very under leveled. I'm seeing 51, 52, and people would be like, I'm under leveled. I was like, oh shit. If you're under leveled, I was.
I was level 51,
Yeah,
something
I
like
think
that.
Andy was like 52 or something when he said he beat it.
and I didn't like go off the end game content. I don't know if you're supposed to do it until you're done with the game.
Yeah.
Because if you try to go to like a bunch of the areas, it's like, do not go here, and I'm like, okay.
70th anniversary for Godzilla, kind of wild. That is pretty nuts. I need to watch Godzilla -1 still.
Me
That's
too.
on the list.
Nick is under level in every game he plays. I have noticed that. Yeah, it's because he doesn't like doing side content.
I did so much side content in Persona, dude.
I will never forget the end of Final Fantasy VII Remake. I was like, what did you
The
do?
funniest part of that game was I just could have bumped it to easy and been totally fine.
Yeah,
And I just didn't.
he just didn't do any of the side stuff, and
Ponies.
also didn't buy new weapons at the shops.
Ponies. It was my first RPG, basically.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well,
Oh,
should I
Connor,
fight?
can you-
I
Connor,
should fight these other people, right?
Connor, can you imagine Summer Direct, Mario Super Sluggers coming out a couple months
That'd
later?
be sick.
Oh my goodness. That is actually the best part of creating content right now is the fact that we are reloading on directs.
Yeah, it is. Those are so fun.
So much fun.
I'll never forget being in Paris, second day that I'm there, really tired, probably pretty hungover, waking up and you were texting me about doing predictions for a PlayStation showcase, I think, when I got back. And I was like sitting on the toilet being like, Kingdom Hearts 4.
Dude,
I think
If
that was
anyone-
2019.
if anyone ever doubts that we don't love doing this, we did it for a long time for no one, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like and if this all went away tomorrow, I would
Keep doing it.
just keep doing
Because we're
it.
just like yapping.
I like producing the content too much. I like talking about showcases way too much and doing it with you and like the coolest part. I think about it all the time. The craziest part of Call 64 is not the success. It's not the amazing community. Like all those things are reasonable things that could have happened at the start of this.
Mm-hmm.
Brady knowing who Todd Howard was not one of those things. Like Brady learning
Wait,
and
when did
loving
this come up?
video games. I'm just talking about the content journey of like
Oh,
how out of all the insane parts, like Brady knowing like ball to some level at this point. Brady can have a conversation about like he knew what Expedition 33 was before it came out and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's also just really cool, man. I don't
I
know.
don't really want to waste an antidote, but I think I need to.
The vibe is unbelievable. I'm very, 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 very lucky that y'all are here and y'all are as amazing as you guys are.
I'm afraid. I should probably just use the antidote, but 43, 47. I want to make it. I'll be fine.
Who's on the?
Flareon. It's fine. I was at like 50 health, and I'm at probably like 30 now.
Yeah, I'm on like 3.
Shut your mouth.
That's the other part of this. Connor dunked on me playing Celeste, and I haven't forgotten. So I'm just making fun of his
I'm
Pokemon.
doing fine.
You're-
Nick, half of the Pokemon that have died have been in situations that were completely outside of my control. There's been multiple self-destructs.
3. There's been 3 self-destructs.
And then other times we're stuck in a situation where I gotta throw nerds at them to soften them up.
But you wouldn't have had to throw nerds if you just leveled up the nerds.
Yeah, what's the fun in that?
Well, like I said, Connor, when you were like, there was a moment at like 8:05 where I was like, you can take on the gym because it would be great content.
Yeah, I could have definitely gotten through this. based off of what I'm fighting right
Yeah, but now I feel way better going into the next stream. You also killed Tabasco. Do you know how sad I am right now?
What about Tabasco?
Yeah.
Let's talk about Tabasco
and
sauce.
Alley
Let's talk about
2.0.
Tabasco sauce again, dude.
Oh, dude, so
my
good.
God, it's so good.
Oh, I need to. You want to? This is a fun story. As we're getting towards the end of this gym and the end of the stream. When I had Scott up here, I made him eggs, bacon, toast. Right.
Mm-hmm. What kind of toast are you rocking?
I'm just white bread toast.
You do white bread?
No, not white bread.
Wheat bread.
Yeah,
dude, we were a wheat bread household.
Oh,
we
yeah.
never, ever had white bread.
A lot of cinnamon raisin toast back in the day.
Yeah,
That shit was
Our
gas.
parents, our dad loves cinnamon raisin toast.
So
He's a freak for that.
So
stuff.
I make Scott eggs, and when I'm making eggs, I do a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper in while I'm making them. Do you put butter on your eggs, like when you're making up eggs?
No.
Put a little bit of butter in the next time.
Okay.
Game changer. Fluffs it up a little bit, gives it a little bit extra texture.
You know,
Perfect.
Gordon Ramsay puts sour cream in it.
That's wild.
Yeah. But
Anyways.
he likes his like really soupy almost.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
don't want
about that.
Anyways, you butter the pan. Yes, I'm saying this like if you are just crack, and you toss in like a little sliver. Like I'm talking about like when you have a stick of butter, you just take a knife to it, cut a little bit off, toss in there. Anyways, and I had a bottle of Cholula. That a bottle of Cholula is like that big. I had about half the bottle left. And then so I go and I make my eggs. I put the bottle of Cholula down. I put the eggs down. He's playing Fall Guys, and so I'm eating my breakfast. He ate behind me. I'm doing the dishes. He finishes eating. He puts the Cholula away. He tosses his things. I do the dishes. We go bowling. Day one of the Persona stream was the first time I made eggs in about a month. And I go to grab the Cholula.
I think I know where this story is going. I think anybody can predict where this story is going. There's no Cholula left.
No, here's the thing. He put the bottle back, and there's 3 drops left. And what do? I do.
That's all I don't need that much Cholula.
But
on that stuff.
the hard part was I was in a life raft, like stranded, and playing Persona. I couldn't go out and get more Cholula.
Yeah.
I am now imagining though. I go and have the Jimmy Neutron brain blast moment where I go back in time and like, how many eggs did I make? I made like 2 eggs for him. And he was every single bite must have been covered in red. Just like,
I don't get it. I don't get the hot sauce thing. I love hot sauce, but I don't get like the dumping the hot sauce on.
Yeah.
Like a little goes a long way for hot sauce. I just want the flavor in there. You know what I mean?
cheesy shoot. But I don't need that in my cabinet. But apparently if Scotty's coming around, I do. Oh, you want to know what I just realized? I've been blaming Scott all this time. We did also have Chipotle the night before, and I also put that out for him too.
Okay.
And so maybe it was a twofer.
Is he getting hot sauce on the Chipotle burrito already?
No, he's not doing the hot salsa. Yeah, he's just doing a little bit of hot sauce on top. Yeah. He's been doing that. When you go to a Chipotle, often there is Cholula bottles.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been watching Max Dude a Million play FS7 Rebirth every night for the last 2 weeks, straight vibes.
Is he replaying it right now, or is he just an old stream?
Probably old streams. It is like that was a moment for me. Like I really content creation's important, dude. Like what? Like I'm not talking even about us, but like what the content that we've consumed in our life is like has affected us in such a large way. It's really special. And Max playing and talking about Final Fantasy VII is just like one of my favorite things on the planet. It really means the world to just be able to like sit back and enjoy that. Like I remember in 2021 being on spring break and like re-listening to him just like him just like posting a video that was like an hour and a half long about Final Fantasy VII, and I was sipping having morning coffee and just listening, and I was like happy as I can be. You know, it's awesome.
Tabasco on top, Yellowbird hot sauce is. I've never heard of that. I'm not a hot sauce connoisseur like some people are. Like trying a little bit of everything.
We got one fight left.
Are the people next to the gym leader? Those aren't people to fight, right?
I have no idea.
Dead man.
Whoa.
Welcome. No, you can fight them? Yeah, we should fight them.
Hate
Laura hates
Tabasco.
Tabasco. Yeah.
Do you
This is a man
know?
thing.
Do you think that Laura and you could do a newlywed game well enough where you know each other's like top 3 basically everything? When I was like top 3
No.
foods, top 3 colors.
I don't think I could get Laura's top 3 foods, honestly.
Oh, really?
She likes a lot of things, but I don't think she loves like one specific thing or like a few specific things that much.
Be Dark, thanks so much for the follow. Can you get my favorite food?
The burger from the Rusty Bucket. Could it be burgers?
My favorite food is tacos, more specifically a fish taco.
Chipotle.
But I love Mexican food across the board. But for me, my favorite meal is normally a really good, like you can still taste the ocean a little bit fresh.
Yeah.
Fish taco.
You know what my favorite food is? It's changed.
It must
between
have,
two
'cause
things.
It used to be sushi, right?
Yeah, it's not anymore.
Is it-
but I think that's
is it-
largely affected by where I live.
Is it wings?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pizza would be the number 2.
I don't really know after that.
Is sushi your number 2? Is that what you say?
I don't know where it ranks at this point. I used to I don't get excited to have sushi at this point. I
was
used
that?
to be like, you get excited to eat your favorite food, right? Like that's like,
Yeah, that's
like,
a good
fuck
point.
yes,
Yeah.
but like I do not feel that way about.
Would you rather never play Pokemon again or never kiss a woman ever again? I'm never playing Pokemon again.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't even like Pokemon that much.
What was I gonna say? Oh, list video idea.
Do I
I'm
write this down?
No, I've already said it. It's been out there for a while. I sit in the chair. You and Brady. Can you guys tell me the top 10, top 20 games according to Connor or whatever? Just do the reverse. Basically the newlywed game, but like you just guess my games or whatever.
Top 20 favorite or top 20?
20 favorite, yeah.
Can I do that?
You have to, the top 50 series might as well be erased from your memory. Does not matter for anything, for my personal preferences.
The only thing that does matter is you think that The Last of Us 2 is the greatest game of all time.
It is not my favorite game. I do think I can make an argument, and I made an argument in that video why I think it is the greatest game of all time.
Congrats, Dead Man, on signing the lease.
Hell yeah.
Connor, hot honey on wings, question mark.
No, I'm really basic for wings.
Yeah.
Just like buffalo sauce. I'll try other things, Parmesan garlic, like a teriyaki.
Do we get Be Dark? I think I said
You did.
yes. Great. Be Dark, thanks again for the follow. First time going full solo. Dead Man, as somebody that has recently done that, enjoy the freedom a little bit. I think that like I got wrapped up in being so scared of being alone that I didn't realize that being alone has some like clear, amazing benefits of like, and then also don't go too far into the freedom of like, don't be like, I'm alone, so I'm going to stay up till like 4 a.m. and not do dishes and stuff like that. Freedom can look very well of like, I'm going to stay up till 1 a.m. though and make pizza rolls at midnight if you every now and then want to do that, you know?
King dude. Yeah, I even if
You know my top 5 games cold at this point.
I'm going to adjust my top list probably. I mean, already Uncharted 4 is
Way off
out of
it.
the top 10. Yeah. Probably not in the top 20.
Yeah, I think it's like a 4 out of 10 game now or something.
Shut up.
That man, that is immensely scary for sure, but also
Do I do a peck? I one-shotted them last time, but I'm poisoned. Hit a peck real fast or heal?
so if you heal, they're gonna hit you again though, right?
Yes.
You should be able to get a peck off. Damn, sorry.
Oh,
Brady can no longer hit the shimmy.
kind of want to just change them out.
No kissing women, no playing Final Fantasy ever again. Why you gotta do that, dude? It's the toughest question I've ever been asked.
Yeah, I'll go for the smooches, but it's close.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I could live with myself if it was like, I just can't play FF7 remake when that comes out. Yeah, I'm taking Final Fantasy.
Bye, ponies. Thanks for hanging. Thank you for the help. Hey, really? You're wild.
There's other things outside of kissing.
Okay. All right, we're gonna time this out like perfectly. You know that. I'm gonna go heal up and then I'm gonna come back.
Night, ponies. Take it easy. By the way, if someone were to ask what is Call of 64's greatest game of all time, what's the answer? Somebody asked that. I don't know if you're on stream with us. If you had to include Brady, if you had to include Brady too, yeah.
So that's just part 2.
So last was part 1.
Oh, I guess you're right because both you.
It's in my like top 3, top 5 goats. It's in Brady's top 2.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And for you, it would be number 13 or something.
Yeah.
Whereas Last of Us 2 would be like 10, 10, 1, something like that. Where's Brady at Last of Us 2?
I have no idea. Dude, I do not. I mean, I can understand it. Obviously, I'm being hyperbolic. How the fuck do people rank The Last of Us ahead of The Last of Us 2? Makes no sense. Gameplay, story, characters, visuals, writing.
Were you watching a lot of The Last of Us Part 2 as Season 2 comes out right now? It's like, that game is... You want to know...
How'd you feel about last night's episode, by the way?
Loved it.
Love it.
Yeah, no, I loved it.
That was good.
I will say this.
It's just always held down by like certain weird moments.
I need to throw this out there. Laura Bailey kills it as Abby in the game.
Crushes it.
Ashley Johnson should have taken home the GOTY that year. I think her performance is more dynamic.
Fair. My big gripe with the show is still just I think that the writing for Ellie is bad.
I think the biggest issue with the show is they explain way too much shit.
I honestly, if they did that, and there's a very justifiable reason for it because of the backlash that happened to Laura Bailey and trying to protect Caitlin Dever from that feeling, I get it. I don't think, like, I understand it.
Yeah.
But, so, like, I can get over that. I do not understand. Ellie is not Ellie, period. Not the same character. Completely different. And that's a problem for me.
Yeah, the scene. There's the scene of the math stuff is...
What are we doing?
It's not a good television scene.
It's so... That's the thing. Is like, you have seen... Like, I think the opening scene, everything that is additive to the show, great. This opening scene for this last episode, really, really great.
Same with the previous opening scene.
Everything with Isaac, great in the show. And then the stuff that they changed that already exists, all of it sucks. None of it's good. None of it is for the better. Every best scene in the show that is already in the game, that they stick to it, the scene at the end of this episode, fantastic. Why? Like, you have the comparison points right in front of you that it makes it so much more obvious that, like, they just are not.
I'm so
in the same way.
excited for you and I to hop back on the mics with this one. Play Last of Us 2 first. Elvin Nachos, 100%. Here's my issue with it. I'm okay with show Ellie not being the same as Ellie in the game. I'm completely fine with that. I'm totally fine with it. It's when the decisions are bad.
I'm not fine with it personally. It's like changing Master Chief in the Halo show.
For me,
it's the core character. You cannot change them fundamentally.
For me,
and Ellie is fundamentally
changing small things is, and I said this during the 1 through 3 Spoilercast. It reminds me a lot of like when you're doing a play, you have the play run on Broadway potentially, and then it goes in tours with other people, and the other people are going to take other creative decisions, and some will be for better, some will be for worse, and that's fine for a different performer to take a character, do different things. I do think that there's like I'm fine with the line that you're upset with at the end of episode 4. I loved. I thought it was great, very within that character. The thing that I cannot stand is the worst Ellie moment this season thus far is that scene earlier.
The map one?
Yeah.
They're all varying degrees, and I understand people saying one of them is worse than the other. That's totally fine. It's just the fact that like they all add on top of each other.
King Dude, I think that we're gonna get the Mario movie to reveal not in a direct. I think it will either, or sorry, just a normal direct. It would either be a Mario movie direct this time around, or it'd be Game Awards.
Yeah.
I think both those make sense.
Oh my god.
What?
It's just you're gonna fucking paralyze me and then please work.
I'm a paralyzer. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, get
We
the
gotta
attack
get a
off.
heal. We gotta get a heal.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I thought you were going fight. You were spamming that button. One with Heartless. I need you to turn that frown upside down. Okay. Believe. What's that? 33.
So what is double that? Yeah. I just need to get this fucking killed. Oh my god.
You gotta heal again.
Do I switch him out?
Potentially, yeah. You guys should play the old school Onimusha games. I'm excited to see what they're getting a new one. I would love to. That's one of those like find the time.
I know. What do you guys think here?
Can you with Snake SD?
I don't think so. But I mean, like, are we fine with throwing out a nerd and getting heal off?
And healing not him?
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Okay. That might kill me.
Snake. Yeah, hopefully Recon can stay in there in the fight.
Oh, the paralyzed. That's really killing.
Yeah. You have something that can
Get paralyzed? Off?
Take-
Yeah.
yeah. That's huge.
Do you think we get the paralyzed off now? Real fast?
If they drain you, it's gonna smoke you out, is my fear. But I'm fine with it.
Nice.
That is helpful. Come on.
Just do not do. Okay.
A poison?
Right. Try to kill him in one, right? We did over half the health, so this should do it. Okay. Just 2 more Pokemon, so let's lock in.
Oh, I did not know that. When you see a Tangle, what do you think of?
What? I don't know.
My answer was the Brian David Gilbert rap for the. I don't know what you're thinking of, Connor.
Me neither.
Connor, what the?
I don't know what you're asking.
Get that mind out of the
Yeah.
gutter, dude.
You planted some roots? Oh.
was that 10? Yeah. I thought that Connor was gonna have the same thought as me with that. Did you watch that whole Unraveled? Okay, he has Terry the Tangela. That's his that's the whole bit of that entire hour YouTube video.
It's been
probably 5 years at least since you've seen that.
Yeah, maybe longer.
You watch any of his YouTube stuff? Like, there's like songs and stuff that come out of it? Yeah, he's great. Oh, he only has 65 health though, Connor.
We're trying. It's a critical hit. It's fine. Huge miss.
Big time miss that. Big time miss.
Just one more attack.
That's a BTM, chat.
Miss.
Do it. Damn it.
We can still get the attack off potentially.
Potentially. Shit.
Nice.
Come on.
We did not need to sacrifice that nerd. Okay.
I forgot we lost Snake.
Yeah, I mean, like that was stupid. I don't know why we did that.
Good thing that we had. By the way, though, good thing we upgraded. What's it's the little plant, small plant guy.
Vileplume.
I'm looking for
Oddish.
what is the name in the like what are
Recon.
Recon. I wanted his legal name. Sorry about that. If we didn't upgrade Recon and he took a hit and he was level 17, we would have. I don't know if you get through that unless you upgrade people actually.
Yeah, probably. Well, though it was only the only Pokemon that was very effective during that fight was the Fearow.
And you did get him up a couple more levels though.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah.
3.
And with that, thank you for watching this episode of Pokemon Nuzlocke. If you like what we're doing here at Co-op64, consider dropping that follow. If you love what we're doing, support the team of the dream, head over to Patreon, get that exclusive content over there. Bonus TikToks, bonus podcasts, cool ass shows like Recollecting Retro and the Co-op64 podcast. And then for all the people that are just watching, hanging out, hit that like button. It means the world to us. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.